Hey man, welcome back to Go Talk TV, man. How have you been, bro?
I've been I've been good, and I've been thinking about how to make better moves, and then there's a quote that sticks out to me that I've been hearing lately, watching certain things online for inspiration as well as just entertainment. And one of the quotes is that in business, anything that's like could be considered a business, you don't automatically get what you deserve, you get what you negotiate.
Okay.
And then I started thinking, okay, well, to negotiate, you got to be willing to get up and walk away from the table if they don't give you what you demand. Gotta demand something, you gotta have a record of showing what you bring to the table.
Okay.
And if people not gonna give you what you want, then you just gotta explore other options.
Okay. Elaborate. What are the things you're trying to?
Whether or not to re-enlist in the military,
Not to or to.
whether or not to.
Oh, what? Okay. Okay. So break that down. Has been your thought process on that lately?
Well, they presented yesterday. There was a meeting for all the people who are about to be out.
Oh, come re-enlist some more years.
Right, where
extension type shit.
Where you had the 6 years where you had to show up the drill and all that stuff, and then in your contract you still got those remaining 2 years where if you don't re-enlist, you just get to do more drill and whatnot.
Yeah,
you just get put off to the side where you just go about your life until one day they can just randomly call you up to like a whole nother unit to do some deployment shit out of the blue.
Okay.
But the way around that is the 3-year deal where instead of doing the 2, you do the 3, you be going to drill, getting paid.
So just do the extra year on top of the 2 you got left.
Right, and they're doing a bonus for that.
Okay, so instead of doing, 6, you said?
I already did the 6. Yeah, so it's just the extension thing. It's just a matter of the extension.
So have you been weighing your options? I know it was presented to you yesterday, but I know you.
Some of it was presented to me like the months before, but yeah, definitely.
Okay. Then
a whole bunch of it yesterday.
Just like that out of nowhere. Okay, so what would you say the pros and cons of being a part of that, and are you looking forward to doing your own thing?
Oh yeah, I've been doing my own thing soon. It's just a matter of me getting that bonus, and with that I can really clear some shit up out the way that I need to get done.
Could you elaborate what the bonus would consist of?
It's depending on your contract, but oftentimes it'd be $10,000.
Okay. So with $10,000, what would be the first 1 or 2 things you would plan on doing with that type of money?
Any legal fees, pay that shit all, get that out the way, and then that clears up me being able to get into my career.
All right. And what would that be?
Oh, within criminal justice, within law enforcement.
Okay, so that means when I start bringing you back for more interviews, I got to clean up my act. Because I don't want to get arrested after the interview.
Well, just for the record, we don't know that that's. I don't know that that's what that is. There's hemp flower.
My nigga, I hear you, but
hemp flower. Because I used to. There was a time when I was used to like. There's hemp flower out there. I've seen it. It be in the stores and shit. So it's legal.
It says CBD flower.
CBD is, it's legal for civilians to fuck with. So, how do I know it's CBD?
It's 0.002%.
Yeah, that shit legal. So how do I know that's not what you, it looked the same. So
I hear you, man.
The only way they're gonna be able to tell the difference is if they smoke it, and that's a whole different situation right there.
So what type of career, you said law enforcement, like, okay, which part of it, okay, do you want to do? The police officer? Do you want to do the sheriffs? Do you want to do SWAT? Do you want to be FBI?
Police or sheriff will be a stepping stone to one day move into deciding what I'm gonna do to move up from that. It's a stepping stone. It's not gonna be like forever.
Okay, and
because some motherfuckers be getting burnt out.
Okay, so
I talk with them.
Okay, so you say that's a stepping stone. So that would gradually lead you into what would you say?
Well, while I would be doing that, I would also be pursuing my education, getting, a more advanced degree because the military pays for all of that.
Okay. You ever thought about being like a lawyer or something?
That's the thing. That's the big one. That's the big one. The other shit can be a stepping stone to that.
Okay. Hey, look, because later on, you do the lawyer thing, you could be like, hey, this is my background. I started from this background. You feel what I'm saying? I have this also under my belt. You feel what I'm saying? I have the military stuff. I have the law enforcement stuff, and now I'm on this side of the law. So, hey, they can't say you're like one of those people that's like trying to tear down the black community and stuff like that. Like, nah, bro, I done seen all angles of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So would you want to be defense or the one that's like, yeah, get his ass out of here?
I would say defense, because to get his ass out of here, the prosecution.
That's a little different. Man.
I don't, because I've been on the wrong side of that.
Okay.
And I don't like the motherfuckers.
Okay, so elaborate, man. You said
they will try their best to twist anything.
Nah. I didn't mean, hold on. We gonna elaborate on that. I mean, you said you was on the wrong side of that. Elaborate. What would you? Is that something you want to elaborate on? What you got into, man? That had you sitting in front of the judge or something like that, man.
It was when I from the situation when I was working my route. Like a year ago.
Okay, break that on down.
Yeah.
Because I'm the best driver. I don't
some lady tried to get into it with me and I'm doing my job.
Okay.
Because I'm just like, how you gonna want to call the police on a nigga who's delivering your package? I got to be on your property, park on it to deliver your shit to you.
Where were you? What were you? Highland Road?
Yeah, it was Highland
Road. Narrow Highland Road. Okay, all right. Yeah. You gotta sometimes on Highland Road you have to. And ain't no sometimes you have to pull up in somebody's driveway. Someone's because it's nothing but
and
let you just hold up the street with the houses.
She blocked off the driveway. That's the thing. This bitch.
Shit, I would have held up the street with the houses on, boy. That's what I've been doing on Stafford, bro. And they be mad, but look, it's like mosquito repellent. They be mad, but you move on around.
It was heavy traffic on both sides, so it's not like they could have just went around type thing.
And they was gonna wait till that traffic cleared up on the rush hour.
And plus, here's the thing.
They was gonna wait.
I don't believe in
because look, check this out. They wait on the people that work on the concrete. They wait on the people that work on the roofs. The people that's not finna move in no time. So the people that's rebuilding the houses in the sewer, they gotta be there all week and for a month straight on. They don't have nothing to say to them. But they got something to say to us, you feel? And we're just there temporarily. We just gonna drop whatever we got. So yeah, man. So my bad. I ain't mean to interrupt you. So what happened, man?
But yeah, I was like on the edge of her grass because this bitch had a driveway.
I drive in that shit. I drive in that
like, how you gonna have your driveway change all?
Shit, they know where they move. They know where they moved at.
It's like this bitch.
They know exactly where they moved at. That's why they ordering. Man, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm like, bitch, you ordering packages.
I'm getting in my feelings.
Okay, that's how I feel.
I'm getting in my feelings.
I feel you. But that's how I feel about it.
I didn't went viral.
How you gonna order something? I got just to not want the delivery driver on your property to deliver it to you. That bitch was
look, and you start leaving that shit out in the street, they gonna be ready to report you. Go out to the road and go get your shit. But hey, that's part of the job. So what else happened, man?
All of it's one situations where it's like some crazy bitch. You try to turn and walk off, but they try to walk up, then you turn back around and face them, then all of a sudden they want to stop and type shit. And then she in my space, and then like she got the phone in my face, and the shit hit me. Right?
Wait.
The phone hit me, right. And then, so, I snatched the bitches, I snatched the shit just to get her away from me, it was self-defense.
Yeah,
touch me first.
Continue, Mark.
Right? Because I couldn't reason with her, and I was about to just turn around and get up out of there.
Continue, Mark.
Right? Right? See that I could have used.
See, I'm telling you, but you gonna leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah. But yeah, then I had to toss a phone to just like create some distance, and then she.
Okay. Wait, you grabbed her phone and you tossed it?
Yeah. After I got
that was pissed off. That's what pissed off.
She was already pissed off. No, she was already pissed off. So for nothing. So
where you threw her phone at? In the street?
It was across the street. During the rush hour.
Okay.
During the rush hour, yeah, across the street.
Okay, what happened after that?
She had to go after that motherfucker, and so I said.
So you was delivering to the neighbor, or you was delivering to her?
To her, she was one of my last stops. It was
so you got into it with the person you had to deliver to, and they was mad the fact that you had to.
It was some shit like her husband ordered. He could have told her. So, okay. But some people just got no damn sense.
Okay.
Yeah, so that created some distance, so I could get up out of there because I didn't know what she had on her. Crazy people. So.
Okay. And
then the fucking BRPD short
spit in her face and then.
Nah, that was tempting, but nah. But I get the knock on the door. I get the knock on the door from BRPD. They asked me about it.
Wait, at your home?
Yeah. They asked me.
How long after that situation?
Like that same day. It was just like in the evening when they had knocked.
So you finished your road, run the vehicle back, got in your whip, went home.
Then a couple hours later, then they knocked. Then I explained it to them. I didn't have to go nowhere with it. There was no issue.
I'm sorry. Was this woman black or white?
Black. That's the fucked up thing about it. I expect that shit from white people.
Oh my goodness.
Well, she must have forgot because some black people be forgetting.
Oh.
Because you remember she was Highland. Remember Highland? Them houses, right? Yeah, that type of environment.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
She acting like them.
Okay, continue.
She was in the fucking sunken place.
Okay.
Being around them people. She needs to be around her own people a little bit more so she can get her fucking mind right.
Okay, BRPD. For those who don't know, that's Baton Rouge Police Department. So BRPD knocks at your door. Then Mr. Mark Moore.
But listen to
who answered the door? You answered the door?
No. It's family member.
Family member. They snitched out, or they was like, nah, my dog ain't here.
You right, dog. I was called up there, so I walked up there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, pause.
I explained it.
Hold on, pause. Have you ever had this situation happen before where you had police had to knock on your door for some reason? Before in the past?
They were never looking for me before, nah.
Okay. Wait, looking for you. Okay, you never did anything to where they had to come out and Okay, cool. All right. So continue. You explained the story to them and what happened?
And all they did was just, they issued me a summons, and even it was two black officers. Luckily, two black officers. I was explaining this to.
All right, because I was like, shit, the person that raised you, I was black too, so I was like, man, y'all.
But I'm sure they know, those men know how to be some crazy bitches. I know they done dealt with some crazy bitches try to create a situation.
They could have been one of their aunts.
Because I know the police.
Like
they be getting
my aunt called me about you, dog.
Them Karen calls. I know they be getting them Karen calls.
Yeah, shit.
Like, you just called us up here. We drove out here for that shit.
Yeah, you seen what I went viral for. Luckily, no police. Luckily the people that stayed in the neighborhood was on my side. I was the only dark skinned motherfucker in the whole situation. But hey, no police was called okay.
But yeah, even they said it was bullshit, and they issued me the summons.
Man, they shouldn't even did that. No, I wouldn't. Nah. Cause how you gonna tell me it's bullshit and still have me come to court? Okay, so they issued the summons. Okay, so boom. What was the result of when you had was summons to court on that situation?
There was a lot of couple court dates and shit, right? And eventually, you know, there was a trial.
Oh, you took that shit to trial? You didn't cop out?
Hell no! I was like, on present, I was like, fuck you.
All right. So okay, what was okay? If you would have copped out, what would have happened, and what was the result of you going to trial?
I would have just spent less days in court, but I still would have had to pay the bitch the $1,000. Well, the $1,100.
$1,000. What type of phone was you had?
$1,100 for that phone. One an iPhone 13 or some shit like that. Some shit that people get just so they can say they got it.
You threw that lady phone across the street.
Yeah, if you got an iPhone, get your.
So you
I'm gonna say this: if you got an iPhone, you might want to reevaluate your priorities. So fuck you spending that type of money on your phone for. Like you better. You better figure it the fuck out.
More.
Like who you trying to show out for?
So you took that lady iPhone. How you threw it across the street? Did you just because Mark, I don't know this side of you. So
it's not like I was being like
Mark,
like an animal.
Because I'm picturing this shit in my head because I know
be starting shit with nobody. I especially don't.
That's what's making this funny.
I'm especially not in a habit of. I'm not in a habit of going back and forth with the phone.
How she hit you with the phone? Did you just bang you with that bitch? Like get up my
trying to act like she trying to record, but all in my spaces and then this shit hit me in the face. It's some goofy shit. It was some goofy shit. And I'm just like,
boy, you put a boy this.
It was an obnoxious situation. I'm not.
That would have created the space just by her.
I know. Like I'm
okay. Continue. My bad.
Yeah, but yeah, like I'm not in the habit of no arguing with no bitch. Like.
So did your NFL pass that motherfucker? You just no look past that.
It's not like I talked to him. It was like Android motherfucker. Like I'm banging shit. Like I'm banging that shit. Like I rep that like that. It wasn't that Android nigga. Fuck the ops. No, it wasn't that.
So you had to pay her $1,000.
$1,100, and plus considering that I fought the shit, and there was a court date. That's a fucked up thing because of them court dates. Because it extended because I fought it. That's an extra $200. The $200 goes to the court.
The folks gotta pay for you to go to trial. Okay.
Yeah, that's some shit right there.
All right. So you paid her $1,000.
I'm about to.
You ain't paid her $1,000 yet, man?
She about to get
It's been a year, man. You ain't paid her.
No, the trial didn't finish until last month.
So that damn trial.
They stretch that shit out.
Behind you throwing the boy.
That's how they punish you. They punish you for trying to fight it and try to speak up for yourself. They try to stretch the shit out, but they already got the conclusion.
Talk that shit, man.
They already got the conclusion.
Even Mark went through it, right?
They already had everything in their mind.
They try to hold you down, man. Tell them how their court system try to hold you down.
Like I knew one day this shit was gonna happen. Some shit like this is gonna happen, you know, because you could be a most law-abiding motherfucker. Fuck that. If you black, they gonna find somebody gonna try to find some way.
You see your skin color, boy.
If you black, somebody gonna try to find some way to try to trick you out of position and try to get you to just snuff them, or at least slap the shit out of them or grab them up because they doing the most. Somebody gonna try to get some reaction out of you. And they can be in the wrong. They could have hit you first, and then you'll still be seen as wrong. And if they hit you first, but I like this space, you know, that type of shit.
Damn,
but some stuff you just gotta be like. But some
hit you with the phone. That's the part that's
right. But sometimes it's just like, fuck it. I'm right. This person clearly wrong. Fuck it. I'm fighting this on principle.
So you went to trial. So you were found guilty.
Yep, found guilty.
God damn.
So the punishment.
He took that shit to trial and got found guilty. What was the punishment of you taking that shit to trial, bro?
The punishment was, because I don't have any priors. I have no other run-ins with the law. So that was on record. No other run-ins.
That's what I'm saying. So they throw this little petty because you threw that phone. And shit. So when you threw the phone, did it hit the grass?
It's considered simple battery and simple damage to property.
Where did you get the simple battery from?
The bitch claimed I grabbed her arm. Like that's what she claimed. That's what she claimed.
Fuck. Damn, Mark, you grabbing women arm?
No.
Come here, bitch.
I grabbed the phone. You hit me with the phone, I grabbed the phone. Like,
That's funny as hell.
even if somebody grabbed the arm, that's still self-defense. You know, just people need to stop getting beside their damn self. She forgot she was a nigga too. That's a problem. She forgot. Somebody people be forgetting that money.
Hey, you have to remind her. You have to remind her.
It's like, yeah, it's a.
Like, bitch,
That's like, bitch, but you a black woman. You should fucking know better. Like, if the police said they gonna do something to both of us. If the police had shown up right then and there, they probably did something to both of us. She didn't know what police was gonna show up. If the wrong ones show up, we both in some shit.
Man, that shit took damn near a year behind a phone. Bitch, I would have like hit.
Yeah, it'd be like every month.
So they said you had a certain time to pay her. How long you got to pay that lady?
We just playing it well, they really just kind of every couple months they gonna check in to see
if you pay her that.
If I've been able to pay and all that other stuff, you know.
How long are you gonna take to pay her?
They really said there wasn't like a particular set of time that they gave me.
You gonna drag it out like the tribe?
I ain't trying to drag it out. I'm gonna pay it with the shit that I possess. You know, with the contract.
Payment, you gonna pay
the contract money? With that contract money from the shit I had told you about earlier, the bonus shit. Like a piece of that could just pay that shit.
I would hold my breath on that shit. I would hold my breath on that shit, boy.
Oh no, for real. The bonus is real. The bonus is real. You know, it's a lump sum in this case, so that means I get all that shit.
Oh, I thought you was talking about from
the bonus shit. I get that shit all at once this time.
Okay. Okay. I was wondering what you was talking about.
Like soon after I signed, you know, and they gonna speed that process.
All right. Oh, you talking about the army shit? Yeah. I got you. All right. Damn. Okay. So anyway, you said. This is what you're doing. You came from training, right? What does your training consist of? And how often do you have to go and do your training?
It'd be every month. And this month,
just once a month.
It'll be a couple days out of the month, back to back. And then there is the one time out of the year where it'll be at least 2 weeks. It'll be 2 weeks, or in this case, the year coming up is gonna be like a month straight.
Okay.
Of being in the field and all this other shit.
A month straight, 30 days.
Preparing for the field, the days of that, plus the weeks of being in the field, and then coming back and then putting the shit up and doing some other shit.
Okay.
Now,
so the training. What does the training consist of?
There is weapons training, and but yesterday we did a PT test.
What is that?
Physical fitness test, and it's made up of 6. This one's made up of 6 parts of the test. There's a deadlift in there.
There you go with that shit.
You gotta toss that there's a medicine ball throw.
Okay. Yeah.
There's push-ups, and then there's something like a back and forth, like a shuttle thing where it's like sprint drag carry.
Ain't no crunches to the midsection though, huh, Mark?
No. It's still. Okay, you cook it. Okay, you cook it. I can't hear it.
Okay, my bad. Continue, sir.
I got the 6-pack. I still got the 6-pack underneath that shit. It be showing.
Okay.
It be showing.
I hear you.
Yeah, like they have us do the plank, and you got to do to max out on that shit. I had to hold like a perfect plank. Hold that shit for like to max it out is 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. How long did you go?
So that's part of it. And let's see what else. There's the running thing. 2-mile run.
Okay. All right.
I smoked them niggas.
It's like 8 laps around a track.
Ours is like a half mile when you go out to the gate, and then you come back, That's another half. So it's just out, back, out, back.
Okay. So for those out there that are looking to start getting into the fitness lifestyle, and the fitness guy is lighting up a cigar, Al Capone cigar. For those, so
let's be clear. To get
he got his demons too. He's still
true. To get in this type of say, you gotta go a good while without smoking the tobacco, and just for a while I would just substitute it with vapes for a while, but then the vapes got worse. The quality of vapes, they was gonna fuck with your lungs up.
Vapes, bro.
The vapes got worse.
Let that shit go, bro.
They got rougher on a nigga, right? Dog, so that's why they not selling them in the stores.
When you lose a vape, you start to panic. I used to pay. I used to.
What my shit? What my shit?
Man, I remember I used to work with Derek and shit like that. That was the time I used to vape and shit like that. And dog, I'm sitting there throughout the route, hitting that motherfucker like a hookah. I'm hitting all throughout the route all day.
Them vapes,
dog. If that shit dropped out my pocket, I realized that. Damn.
You ever be panicking?
Man, we gotta go back. We gotta go back.
But then you realize, like minutes later, oh shit, it was just right underneath
I
the seat.
found my shit laying in people's yard, bro.
I found my shit underneath my seat. Like, oh, okay, that's it.
And we just gotta stop everything until you find it.
And you gotta hurry up and hit it right then there.
Make sure it's still
yes.
Yeah, see,
victory.
That is the addictive part. What we just broke down is the addictive part.
Right, but ladies and gentlemen, just cause that was to get my run right, cause the vape won't fuck up your run like how the tobacco does. But even then, you still gotta watch out. And just cause I can do this don't mean you should.
Well, shit,
if you're trying to get into shape,
I work out.
You gotta get into shape first.
What I be smoking, not even supposed to be on camera, so I can't judge.
Like you gotta have like a high bare minimum to where you can still smoke and still just like pass a test. Like
I'm a beast. I do this shit. I ain't tripping off that shit. Anyway, back to that question. For those who just getting into or trying to get into the working out, what would be your advice to someone that's want to join what is really a lifestyle? Because you gotta want to do this stuff. You feel what I'm saying? You can't just do it for a month and just stop. It's got to be a lifestyle.
Right. So, and I would say it's even deeper than that. Is you gotta, even more than want to, you gotta respect the fact that you need to, that you should
break that dog.
That's discipline. Like even on days I don't want to do this shit. But I gotta make sure I'm doing this shit at least enough. Like some days you just gotta be like, okay, I already took this day off before that I probably didn't need to take off, so I gotta make up for that.
Yeah.
Get off into some other shit.
I don't even like to go more than 2 days without working out. It got to be some type of work. You don't have to be kill yourself working out.
Some type of physical activity.
You got to feel that burn and feel like you accomplished something.
Yeah, ain't no couch potatoes over here. We on the couch, ain't no potatoes.
Nah. The couch is just for the content. You feel what I'm saying?
It's good. I really just said couch potato, but I'm eating chips. Potato chips.
Hey, we're not perfect. Shit,
on the couch.
I had a large chili cheese.
That's a bar.
I had a large chili cheese frying a hot fudge sundae for lunch.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. You just gotta recognize. Oh, I'm gonna have to work this shit off.
Oh yeah. But I gotta get my calories. I gotta get my carbs in. You feel what I'm saying?
Definitely. As far as carbs, go for that whole grain, organic brown rice. Cop that shit at Target.
What about
go for them healthier carbs.
I like that Hawaiian bread taste stuff to make that's good. Hawaiian. I like the Hawaiian. I like wheat. I like wheat, honey wheat, oat, like
I
shit
fuck
like
with
that.
The keto bread.
Okay.
See,
that's
a lot of fiber.
I done got into more
because that fiber is gonna help you retain that water.
Okay.
Which is gonna make it a lot better for your workouts. You got to be able to retain enough water. You know, you get dehydrated. That way, you won't get dehydrated so easily. You get the cramping up and shit.
Okay. All right. So you mentioned discipline. When you began that journey of trying to get in better shape, and did you already have that discipline, or did you have to? It had to be instilled in you.
Oh, it has to be instilled, and what helps is, I would say, you really need to be around. Make sure you're around the right people.
Okay, why you say that?
I mean, in like to a degree, you know, it's one of the things your parents would tell you, like, hey, going back to grade school. To a degree, you are or eventually will become kind of like who you hang out with on a regular basis. Like whoever you just freely choosing to hang out with on a regular basis.
Hey, I hang out with my dog, and I've been a dog. That's a bar.
Don DeMarco.
Okay, we jokes. Okay, continue, man. My bad.
But yeah, there is some truth. Yeah, there is some truth in that, though. So don't be around people who are too lazy. If you trying to get some momentum going in your life, they will slow your shit if you let them.
Hey,
don't let people just easily influence you like that.
You know what I noticed? For me, it's been, I think, I'm not like 9 months in. You feel what I'm saying? I can't wait till I hit that 1 year. But I'm like 9 months in, and what I noticed is I've encouraged other people, inspired other people to want to try certain shit, or they've asked me for advice because they notice a difference in, you know.
That's one of the best parts of it. Exactly. People notice a transformation.
Exactly. And then another thing, they don't see me out places working out and stuff like that. Everything is at home, so it's like when you see me. And then you notice it. It's like that. It makes it feel better because it's like, yeah, that shit working. You feel what I'm saying?
I mean, at the National Guard place, people will see me. They got a gym. They be seeing me work out.
Okay.
Anytime.
Yeah. See, I'm not the.
I still be doing 5-mile runs and shit.
See, that
shit'll tighten your back up. I swear to God, it just goddamn.
I fuck with this bike, and if I got a treadmill in there, but when I use the treadmill, I put the 20-pound ankle weights on. Or take the dog to the park. There's this park I like to go to. It's like this park where everybody go watch their dogs and ride their bikes. And it's like a what's it called? BMX type park. It's a skateboarding park. It's a real nice park. You feel what I'm saying? It's right there off of Perkins. And if I take it up, I'll walk around the park and stuff with the ankle weights on and stuff like that. So I get that good, you know. And then doing a job 6-7 days.
I've also heard that it's good. One of the reasons why it's good to have a dog is because as active as they are, you gotta keep them busy, so that forces you to be more active. Also,
exactly, because especially certain breeds, they need exercise. You feel what I'm saying?
So they're not just running around knocking your shit over.
Yeah, because if you notice, like even with her, I got to get her back out more. I was doing it, then I fell off on that. If she do get to going, it's a lot of energy. You gotta settle her down because the energy is there. She seems cool and all that, but those type of dogs need that exercise. They need the big yard to run around with. You know, they need to constantly be walking and stuff like that. So yeah, that's I kind of use that as my motivation as well to keep going. You feel what I'm saying? And then another thing, man, I've noticed with it, it's like one is like a stress reliever. And two, whatever pissed you off or is just stuck on your mind when you working out, it's not on your mind like that. Because with working out, you're uncomfortable. You have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. You feel what I'm saying? So while you're dealing with the working out, you're
literally exercising your demons.
Yeah, and you're not thinking about all the shit that pissed you off during the day.
It'll clear your mind so you can deal with it in a better way. Exactly. You put your energy in the right place.
Exactly. So
Oh, there's another thing I wanted to touch on because
let's touch on this
because you know I don't want to go over the limit for whatever the interview is, but I do want to touch on this.
We this one ain't gonna be your biggest one yet, man.
Okay, good, because I do got some shit to say.
Man, run that shit. We can run that shit now.
But you know, normally I don't be getting political.
Man, run that shit, man.
But now this has really just been like some very amusing yet irritating shit at the same time.
Yeah.
Going on. Check on YouTube, right?
Okay.
And it pertains to Israel versus Palestine.
Speaking of that shit.
And then, you know, and the genocide over there. And, you know.
You talking about that war they're going back and forth over there?
I mean, that's been going on for decades, but it ramped up.
Yeah.
Lately, up.
That's the stuff with Biden sent all the billions of dollars to help.
He sent it to Ukraine, and we've been funding Israel though. That's the fucked up thing. Like, our tax dollars will go towards funding a country that's.
But don't we get our gas
people.
Or something from one of them? We get gas from.
I mean, I know we got some type of deal or some sort of arrangement, but a lot of them countries, Ukraine, I'm sure is one of them.
We get the gas from over there, but okay, continue, man.
We be calling all types of people our allies. We be the fakest. Our government be the fakest
America
motherfuckers.
Is the fakest country.
Talking about, these are allies. It's
this is the fakest shit ever. You feel what I'm saying?
Because you gotta be careful, because allies.
That's a
because you know what ally means?
That's a whole nother interview in itself. Talking about fake.
Ally is a tricky word because sometimes it can mean people help you do.
It's called frenemies.
Get something good.
It's called frenemies, man. Fuck the allies.
Right. The ally shit is
cool
funny.
Until we not cool.
Right. Ally could mean help me do some fucked up shit. Help me with this fucked up shit that I got no business doing over here.
Or like you don't like these folks. We don't like these folks. Help us fuck with these folks because we both don't like these folks.
Yeah, oftentimes but
in simple terms, that's kind of.
I'm fine with that as long as y'all morally on the right side of the issue. Morally,
okay.
But if you're not, then y'all just.
Do you think we're on the right?
Colluding with fuck shit.
Do you think we're on the right side?
Hell, I mean, Black America is, because you ask the government, they most of them, pretty much all of them, they bought and paid for it. They like, yay Israel, even though they know that shit. They funding the side that's killing off the people.
Okay,
but we gonna keep giving them billions of dollars, fund a military. The military use to move people off their land gradually and slowly kill them off. like for real, you can look at this. That's basically what they. And it's just more blatant now. But that's been the case. It's just more blatant.
Yeah.
And then the funny fucked up thing about it is because you know how like whenever some big issue happens with like this group versus that group, oftentimes black people sometimes get dragged into it.
Yeah.
Like we expected to pick a side, and let's say it's a situation where the side that the US government is so down with, like they in cahoots with them, is the side that we just disapprove of for more reasons. And we like, why would we support you doing that to them people when y'all have done the same shit to us? And we're supposed to agree with or support that side of the issue.
Okay.
What we ain't known for, we don't side with colonizers like Black America don't really. We don't ride with colonizers, basically. So, and then there's people who will try to be like, "Oh, why ain't you supporting Israel? You supposed to support us because we feel like
support what's going on."
I would say if black people if we all gonna pick a side, really comes down to two acceptable options. Only two acceptable options for me, which is either we say free Palestine, which a whole bunch of Black Americans been doing for the longest, right?
Yeah,
riding with them, riding with the oppressed people, right? Or we could say, hey, we got too many of our own problems over here. We always trying to help other people. always trying to help other minorities and all this other, people of color, that we need to just kind of bring that energy back towards ourselves and do something for ourselves.
Okay, so
because we kind of in the same boat
suggest
a little bit.
We try to put our money toward instead. What could be a better solution than getting involved with that, in your opinion?
Well, I would say as far as the money, really we got to get the government to stop sending our money through the tax dollars, the shit that we really can't auto control, over to them people. That's really the issue.
So my question is, okay,
because our money is going to the side, we know it's the wrong side.
Are we still in debt? Because if we're in debt, how can we have money to send?
Why have you been saying that for the longest?
Okay.
Both sides be saying all types of shit. Oh, we ain't got it. But until it's something that they want done, right? Because when it's something that they want done,
it's like black folks on income tax.
I'll put it this way:
you ain't got it.
I'll give you an example.
You never got it, but you got it.
Hey, what about reparations for Black America? Oh, we ain't got it. We ain't got it. The Democrats will try to dance around the shit. I mean, Republicans straight up just be like, nah, we ain't paying you nigga shit. Democrats be trying to dance around it. Yeah. But we don't have it because we got to give money to everybody else, all these other groups, but you. But let it be them groups needing something or the government wanting to fund a bullshit war.
What you think about
all of a sudden they got the money. They print the money out.
But okay, isn't that's all paper money valued by gold? The amount of gold we have?
It used to be. We off the gold standard. We've been off the gold standard for damn near 100 years. Okay, like they been stopped. That's the fucked up thing.
Okay, that's how
it used to be.
I pay attention to this shit. I'm
right.
100 years.
I swear. It used to be where, hey, for this paper money to really be solidified, it has to be backed by something.
We could just print shit.
But it has to be backed by something that we can't just magically summon out of thin air. Like, it has to be backed by like a real resource. Something that's always gonna be valuable, like gold. But then we stopped doing that.
Okay.
And now we just printing shit out. So whenever they say we ain't got it, they really just mean we ain't gonna print the money out, the monopoly money out for you.
What you think
we'll
about
print out for some other shit?
What you think about Joe Biden as a president? And do you think Trump was a better president than Biden?
This gonna sound crazy, but
I'll speak your shit, man.
Whatever you think of Trump, even he is better than Biden.
Okay.
Biden is senile. Trump is just the instigator. He is a shit starter. He's an entertaining shit starter. But he still kind of has his senses about him.
Hey, but the whole situation where you finna
I just don't
go at Korea and shit like that.
As far as Trump, I just didn't like most of his white supporters.
Why you say that?
Because he they'll how there'll be a public figure who will, people will take whatever you say and try to run with it however they want to run with it.
Yeah.
And then a politician can just purposely say something that it'll be something where even if it wasn't for let's say something that is vague and sounds like it could be racist.
Yeah.
Even if it's not, he's hoping that other white people would take it that way and just run with it and let it hype them up. They was feeling themselves when he was in there. They was doing the most,
I do fuck with
they was doing the most.
I fuck with him with the stimulus checks. You feel what I'm saying? Biden ain't doing no shit like that. Shit, he done got people out of jail, man. He didn't, it's just, hey, to be honest, I'm not a political person.
Plus, I will say,
would you say he's done more in his 2-year tenure than most, or that's what I've heard? But would you say that he's done more in his 2-year tenure than a lot of presidents before him?
I mean, as far as his term, even though he just had the one so far,
yeah,
he really ain't drastically impact My life,
Okay.
honestly, other than to entertain me, because a lot of that shit is entertaining. A lot of that shit is like wrestling.
I wasn't entertained by him. I wasn't entertained by him.
Because here's what he did, like, because the white people who was like acting out their damn mind, they already felt like that.
Yeah.
He just made them comfortable. So now white people really can't say shit to us if we say, hey, most of y'all are still anti-black. Most of y'all got something seriously fucked up in your heads. Even to this day, it don't matter what year, decade, century, is still a lot of the same shit. And they used to be like, oh no, that was a long time ago. We ain't like that now. We different now.
Nah, that's bullshit.
So him being there and the way they reacted to that,
yeah,
the way they was hyped up, and the way they stormed the Capitol for this nigga, crashed the fuck out, that proved black people right. So if there's anything good he did was just unintentionally prove our point when we say y'all ain't shit still.
What you think about Kanye supporting him and all that? Do you think that was just a gimmick, or you was just like?
I heard that was just because he was meeting with the president to get Larry Hoover out. Because he does the exonerate. The president can exonerate people like that.
Do you think that was a gimmick? Do you really think he want Larry Hoover out?
Like, Larry Hoover. There's a call, like a phone call, like record a call where Larry Hoover thanked Kanye
for what?
Moving that process along.
Okay. And how has it? He's still locked up, huh?
Yeah. I don't even know.
Yeah. Good luck with that process. Boy, you gonna be in there with C Murder, man. You gonna be sitting. Yeah, see, like how they say C Murder.
But I put it this way, I can't even be mad at it because most of these black celebrities who act like they so down with the people, look at me, y'all, I'm keeping it real. I'm not a sellout. Most of them really be sellouts who be acting like that and they just overcompensating. It seem like they down with black people, but they don't really do shit.
What is your definition of a sellout?
I'll give you an example, right? What the breakdown is, if you act like you forgot where you came from, and let's say you've been blessed enough to get out of, we'll say the trenches or whatever you want to call it, right?
The trenches.
And let's say you get in a more fortunate position to where in a lot of situations you will get treated a lot of better, like a whole lot better than like by white people than like the average black person.
Okay.
Like just cause, like, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just been very blessed and you get to be in these different circles to make all this money and have all this influence, and you never reach back to where you came from to help build it up or make it better or to put more niggas on.
Okay.
Or you start to talk down on the same people who come from what you come from.
So,
and you never try to help them, basically.
Okay, I understand.
Or you start pushing agendas that are bad for our people. You use your
a lot of people, right?
Like use the influence to push all types of bullshit.
That's cool. Yeah, that's
like I swear to God, like if you a rapper and I ever hear about you like out the blue, you waving a rainbow flag, you supposed to be like a real nigga and you waving a rainbow flag, or you trying to say
okay, what's your whole thoughts of rappers?
Because some of them be acting
hold on. What's your thoughts about you saying that? But what's your thoughts about these rappers saying shit like shit? I put an X pill up her butt. And I had her on this and that drug to where she's damn near unconscious, and then I quote unquote fuck the brains out and all that shit, and
Now what you say sounds familiar to a couple rappers. Okay, it was Rick Ross. Future be saying some wild shit like that on occasion. And shit, I don't know what Boosie might have said. I mean, man, might have said something.
I know YB say some wild shit. I know.
They be thinking niggas ain't gonna catch it.
What the lyric is on that Fujiano song? It's something about she couldn't even understand me when I told her to drop her panties and all that shit. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm trying to think of who it was.
Fujiano. That I forgot the name of the damn song. I pop a perk and all that.
Oh wait,
shit.
is that one of the 1017 niggas?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That name sound familiar.
Yeah, that's one of Gucci man artists, man. But yeah, man, what's your whole thoughts on shit like that? Because man,
that is some disturbing
because
shit.
I look at it like damn,
that sounds like date rape. It sounds like date rape to me.
Yeah, man, and we glorify that shit because man, we can sit there and
It's because people got desensitized to niggas already rapping about like even senselessly killing each other. Like niggas just rap about like
what you think is worse?
So
hold on. What you think is worse? The degrading of black queens or the senseless violence? Because I don't give a damn about no gay ladies. Because at the end of the day,
I would say the worst is the degrading of the women is way out there. I'm not saying they ain't bitches and hoes. There's bitches and hoes out there.
Nah, we didn't went past calling females.
But we went beyond that. We went to talking about putting shit in drinks and all this type of shit.
Just completely tricking out and drugging our women, and
or like they'll constantly brag about I'm gonna get her to do all these sexually degrading things.
Exactly.
Just hand her the money.
Gone out her mind.
I dropped a bag on this bitch.
Yeah, and have them gone by that shit. It's either like I'm gonna flaunt it with either money or drugs or this lifestyle.
It's like at least
or some type of fake ass opportunity I might try to put in front of you.
Yeah, they really need to tone that shit down, take it down a notch. Yeah, they doing too much.
What do you think?
I'm fine with them rapping about bitches and hoes, but it's just like, why just that side of rapping about women? Like, why just that side? Why not the other side? Why not the positive side? Also,
rap constantly changed. Where do you think the state of rap will be in the next 5 to 10 years, man? Where do you think it'll be at? What do you think it's gonna be more?
The reason why I brought up that other thing and it ties in with this is they trying to make rap gayer now, right?
Man, they trying to make everything that is all in the commercials, is all on the TV, is all in the cartoons.
That's an example of niggas selling out as if niggas start.
I feel like
trying to market themselves specifically
when it comes to something like that. It's more pushing the agenda. It's past trying to enlighten someone on that type of lifestyle and trying to get people to be more accepting. I think it's past that now. I think it's more of a trying to make it into like a fashion now. It's more pushed on because when you start seeing it in
it's largely pushed through
when you
fashion.
Start seeing it in stuff like the cartoons and constantly put on the commercials and stuff like that. The only problem I have is when
they push
you have young children.
They market it to the kids.
Yeah, so it's like my only thing is like let the kids grow up. Let the kids make their own decisions.
Right. I want to say this.
There's nothing wrong with it being there, but let the kids make that.
Because remember when people who used to be like, "Hey, we shouldn't be too accepting. We should be tolerant of people who are of their lifestyle, but we shouldn't like just straight up accept it and be like, oh, there's nothing wrong. Oh, there's nothing wrong with it. They the same as everybody else. We shouldn't push that too hard." Or try to like promote it so hard because here's what the argument was. The argument was, and it used to seem crazy back in the day to a lot of people. Well, if you do that, then what's the next thing though? Like it's a slippery slope. Next, they gonna try to market it to the kids and try to groom or indoctrinate the kids with it. And people used to be like,
boxes and shit.
And people used to be like, "Oh, you're just homophobic or transphobic. You're intolerant. You're being paranoid." People used to say that. Remember, people used to say, "Oh, you just too conservative."
I think.
But years later, right? Years later, look at what's going on now.
I think what it is they want to bring it to the forefront, but see, you notice if you say certain shit about that type of lifestyle, it could be looked upon, down upon. You feel what I'm saying? But
they cancel you for that shit.
Yeah, see, my whole thing is, all right, if you scrutinize and say certain shit, you could get counseled or you looked at a certain way. But I feel like, but at the same time, want to be treated as everyone else, and I feel like everyone should be treated as normal human beings. You feel what I'm saying? Because I don't even think about that type of lifestyle that's on them. But
it's not about
my
him.
problem. But my only issue is if, like, my whole thing is everyone gets scrutinized, everyone gets talked about, everyone gets made fun of, everyone.
That's been the case.
So
grade school,
so when
everybody got
when
talked about. Everybody.
If someone decides that, hey, I'm gonna scrutinize you, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that. Hey, don't feel like it is. Every human being goes through that, in my own opinion. You feel what I'm saying?
That's just adversity builds character. So
yeah, man, everybody's not.
I mean, people should learn to be tolerant to a degree, but that doesn't mean that we gotta go out of our way to just like constantly promote it and shove it in people's faces.
So I want your opinion on.
That's not necessary.
This is one of the questions I have, but since we're on this topic, I want your opinion on. They have this basketball player, Dwayne Wade, and you have the actress, Gabrielle Union. They're together and stuff like that, but also Dwayne Wade's son is transgender. You feel what I'm saying? He's a young juvenile, but
I ain't heard about that. Yeah,
let him still even date and kid, you know. And he's,
how does a kid even know?
Okay.
How does a kid even? That sounds like something that somebody told, like something that somebody would have to tell a child or warp their mind. Like, let them just grow up, develop their brain, right? Yeah, let them develop their brain.
And you like what you like, live your life, man.
And then they'll figure it out.
Shit. Because, like I say, bro, they got people.
Here's the problem with it.
You got to think. They got people that are in that community. They have wonderful homes for kids. They adopt kids and stuff like that. You feel what I'm saying? It's a lot of good stuff. They come with people like that. So it's like I just feel like.
But here's the problem, though. Yeah. They're trying to convince the kids that probably ain't even had that thought in their head that they was actually supposed to be the opposite sex.
Okay.
Right. And, you know, they'll actually have them going to the schools now. This case, like, they'll really have, like, the trans community, cross-dressing types go into the schools. You know how the schools will be like,
I didn't know that.
Hey, here's a person from this occupation or from this type of lifestyle who's coming to speak to the kids about, you know, like, it used to be like, oh, a firefighter or police officer come to the school and shit.
Yeah. Now it's transgender people just to be like, hey...
Not down south, not really down south. We don't play that shit.
Yeah, because
we push back. We push back. I was down here. We push back. But them other places, this ain't this ain't California. No, this is California. But this ain't. We ain't that liberal over here.
Nah,
we not that liberal over here. This ain't New York. We don't play that shit. Mm-mm. We lean more towards traditional, respectfully God-fearing ways. Respectfully,
still got this Southern Baptist type feel down here. That old school, go to church.
We have a tolerance.
Grandma with the peppermints in the person.
Like, we love people, but we don't have to love everything that you do.
That's why Boosie gets in trouble with what he says, because
Boosie a real one.
You got to think he's from down south. That's the traditional ways of down
from
south.
Our city.
Yeah.
And our city don't play that.
With this social media age, you can't just say certain shit like that. And you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's just like Trump got backlash for what he said. Kanye got backlash for what he said. Boosie got backlash.
I love people who can like face backlash and still be willing to stand on their shit and push.
You ain't got no choice at a certain part of the time, because hey, once you are in those type of spaces and stuff like that, you do business like that. You're with other companies and stuff like that.
I'm glad you brought that up, because you know what the fuck thing about the companies is. They got a new thing called where companies can get rated on how much they push certain agendas. Like it's a competition with each other to show
Okay.
how progressive or liberal they are pushing, the rainbow alphabet stuff or like certain other agendas
The rainbow alphabets.
or certain other agenda. I'm saying there is like a social credit score.
Okay.
Social credit score
Yeah.
that companies will get, really it functions like celebrities got their own form of that where if there's certain things you can say
Yeah.
or just you ain't even gotta say nothing, you just refuse to promote certain things and that'll lower your score and you can really get blackballed or get less support from the government. less
So what you
funding
think?
and all this type of stuff.
Do you think?
They'll really try to get
How
you out
would
of
you-
business.
How would
if
you?
don't go with
If
certain
you were
things.
Dwayne Wade,
Mhm.
how would you go about your son coming to you wanting to explore that lifestyle?
Like if this was his own idea.
Yeah, like if you were in Dwayne Wade's shoes, your son comes to you wanting to embrace this certain type of lifestyle.
Like if you
How
say,
would
"Oh,
you
even though
feel-
I'm born a boy, I feel like I'm a girl."
Yeah. Hey,
I
who
would.
wants to start
I would.
calling him a female?
Oh, the
type
pronouns
man,
thing.
and start dressing like a female, and eventually have surgery, maybe,
And the
type stuff.
hormone replacement
Yeah,
therapy.
that type of stuff. So, what would your advice? What would you do? How would you,
Navigate that.
yeah, do that type of shit? Because at the end of the day, it's your child. You still love your child. At the end of the day, it's
Still love the child.
man.
That doesn't mean you gotta co-sign every wild thought that comes to their mind. That's a child.
Okay.
Think about all types of crazy ideas you had as a kid. Not to that extent, but like
Yeah, that's a different idea, but continue. That's a different idea. Boy,
I mean, there's even kids.
I had mischievous ideas.
I mean, there's kids who like even as little kids.
Yeah, I had get money ideas.
There's kids who had like who wanted to be like actual gangsters, like as little kids.
Okay.
Thought that was cool.
Oh no.
Like
never
as a
met-
parent, do you want to entertain a play along with every single idea that your kid has, or do you want to just?
No one's.
Or do you sit them
one's
down?
Gonna agree with everything.
Or do you just sit them down and explain to them
What
why
would you-
it's not what they think
what
it
would,
is?
What would you do, Mark?
I'm telling you, I would sit them down and explain to them how it doesn't really work like that. The world, life, that it just doesn't work like that. You were
Okay.
born as this. You can't just magically be something else no matter what you
He
do
said
to
magically.
yourself.
He said you can't just magically be something else. Okay, continue.
Have an appreciation and respect for the way God made you. If you've been blessed enough to come out that womb perfectly healthy,
Okay.
you don't fuck with that. Don't fuck that up. Just because you think you know better. Right, because nature bless you enough to not be born with no type of disability.
Shit.
Nothing wrong with you.
Yeah.
Like seriously wrong with you, other than let's say maybe you
Well,
were born.
I'm saying,
Well, let's say
okay,
maybe you
okay,
were born with
so
your brain
you-
chemistry
okay,
being a little bit
Okay,
off.
well, if
to where
you
you might
break that
identify
down
as
to
that.
them, okay, and they still like, nah, I'm avid about taking on this particular lifestyle. I wanna,
I would tell them, hey, once you grown and you about it here, not,
that's your business.
yeah, I might bless you with some money to make sure you good once I send you on your way, but don't get it fucked up. I will, regardless.
I'm
at
not
some
gonna
point-
say and pay for it.
At some point, I gotta send you on your way, and as I send you on your way, my mind is on that. It's not gonna change. So don't like call me up and ask me to put up tens of thousands of dollars for you to mutilate yourself and
Well, would
put
they
all
still-
these
would they still have that
hormone drugs in
invite
your
to
body.
to the table during Christmas and Thanksgiving time. No,
Yeah, I'm gonna still have to.
Okay,
I feel I'm gonna still
I
have
can
to do
respect
that.
that. I can respect that. I can respect that.
I still gotta keep in touch with them.
That's still your child. That's still your seed. That's still your.
And part of that is because
As long as they're alive and not around here turning into a mass murderer or around here molesting kids and shit like that.
Right. As long as they're not doing shit like that.
Yeah, that's on some Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. I'm a molest you and eat your face off. That's some other shit. That's boy. As long as you ain't doing no shit like that, boy. Hey, I ain't lying.
But I would be worried.
But bitch, I can't claim you. Bitch, you eat your face off.
Right, but if you identifying as like some other shit, then I would be like also worried. Like, what the hell else is in your head? I hope you don't.
I don't want to know. That ain't my business. Once you that ain't my. You know.
But yeah, I'm gonna let her know, like, hey, I'm not about to co-sign that. I'm not going with your goofy ass pronouns, even though I love you.
Like that. You say
I love you, God loves you, your mom loves you. We ain't playing with them goofy ass pronouns. We traditional God fearing people.
I'm gonna call you what
we are not about to play games with reality like that. It is what the fuck it is. So learn to respect it.
Respect this household. But if they don't, still, you gonna kick them out?
Well, eventually they would go
on some Denzel Washington fences type shit.
Right, I might be on some have a Denzel moment.
Oh shit!
No, here's what I mean. Here's what I mean. No, here's what I mean. And when I say Denzel moment, here's what I mean. I'm gonna explain what I mean. Remember that scene where he was just like, "Oh, why you ain't like me?" You know, and
I ain't gotta like it.
Yeah, well, Law say I gotta like you. Okay. I do right by you. Okay. I made sure I do right by you, right? I do this way, I do that for you.
Okay.
I made sure you was good. I brought you up right.
Okay, I can respect that. You on some bullshit shit for real. I respect that. You feel what I'm saying? Hell yeah, I respect that. There ain't no knock against it. It's just
I wish more people from that community.
I'm not spending my hard-earned money.
People from that community, right, need to just understand that mindset of, well, I say I gotta fucking like you or play along with everything that you about. It don't work like that.
Yeah.
This is the real world where real shit goes on, and it don't work like that.
Okay, man. So I want to get your opinion on a few stuff, man. So we're gonna roll down the list, man. So, man, Eric Holder, you know about the whole situation with the Nipsey Hussle and shit like that. Called him a snitch, and in the gang life, being called a snitch is, I guess it means death on you. And they say he did what he was supposed to do in the gang lifestyle. You feel what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, though. Okay. Didn't one of the OGs from the Rolling 60s from there said Cowboy, I think his name was, right? And then he went to speak his piece after the trial concluded.
Okay.
Right on when the trial concluded, and it was the guilty verdict, right? Yeah. And then I might be remembering the video incorrectly. I hope not. But from what I recall, he said he wanted to make it clear because he was around when it happened in the neighborhood. Okay. Right? And then he said he wanted to make it clear that Nipsey never called that dude a snitch.
Oh, no.
And here's one thing I want to ask, right?
Yeah.
Is understood like that, like you said, that's one of the rules where like if somebody call you that and you not that, and they ain't got no paperwork because you not that, yeah, you're supposed to kill them because people can't be playing with your name type shit. No, that's a rule. That's a rule. No, that's a rule that people be going by. Like,
okay, that's a rule. Okay,
like
I thought you were saying, nah, bro, you should have killed. Okay,
no. I'm saying like that is a rule that you can't play with people's names. I'm talking about even beyond like the illegal side of shit. Just as a general rule in life, you can't just play with people's names. There are certain things that are like considered the worst types of things you can call a person or accuse a person of being.
Yeah.
Well, they got to get up with you. Behind that, y'all got to deal with that. But, right. But, how do we know that he even actually did that and that wasn't just an excuse made up? Because the nigga ain't just want to kill him just out of envy, animosity, on some other shit.
Yeah, I get it. So, you know, since then he's been
plus people who come from that life, right? Since Nipsey comes from that officially, what person who do you know who officially comes from that, right? Who respects the rules of that, been versus the rules of that, been in it for several years, grew up in it, he plays around with that. Like does that sound plausible? That plausible to you? That likely?
Man, I look at it like this, man. If I have an establishment somewhere, particularly in a urban, impoverished environment, I need the necessary tools around me,
Right.
quote unquote, to help me succeed.
All right.
And one of those things that help me succeed is more life. So whatever that can help me have more life, I need that around me. So I feel like not only you're a business owner.
Plus, I hate to hear about somebody who came back, who comes up from that struggle, who's really comes from that, right?
Mm-hmm.
This shit that rappers just be claiming that they about, like a bunch of them,
Yeah.
be claiming gangs that they don't really have shit to do with, and don't know none of them niggas. Somebody who's really from where that shit originated, who really came up in it, actually knew niggas and all that type of stuff.
Okay.
Right? Who reached back and helped the community out, right?
Yeah.
And people recognize that and respected that, and then a nigga's just gonna kill that person who is building up the community.
Yeah. Hey, sometimes you can't help everybody, G. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes you can mess up your own blessing, steadily trying to be that real nigga.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers, either you hear about that you trying to take your life, or you're stealing all this money. And like I was watching this Evander Holyfield interview and stuff like that, and you know, a guy like that had a kind heart that's looking out for everyone. You know, eventually everyone's taking turns stealing from you, from relatives to people that you hire, and it's like it's a sad situation, man. You know.
Well, yeah, you can't really like 100% trust anybody but God.
He the one that got you there. You and God got you there. And then it gotta be, to me, it has to be some type of line, because at the end of the day, you can't do it for everyone.
Right.
And then the thing is, you could try to, but you got to think, maybe they can't handle that type of shit. Maybe they can't handle being in those type of rooms or having that type of success, or being, you know.
Right, but there are people who will acknowledge that and will just be happy to go on tour with a nigga, or just be trying to get on music.
Yeah, some people will play their role.
Well, it's like, hey, I can't be the corporate type, but I can still get on and rap with you,
bro. That's called play. Like Mark, if you
do something else,
become this big whatever and doing whatever, and by and you be like, I'll come through and I'm gonna fuck with you, and I get my own blessings, those type of, you know, I might get more blessings because I'm not hating on you and shit like that. I'm not scheming behind your back and shit like that. And you know,
some people
everybody can't be the person that's, you know, maybe you not the one that scored the 30, 40 points and 10 assists. Maybe you gotta get the 5 steals, sabotage you, 8 rebounds, man. You know, you gotta play your role sometimes.
Yeah, but there are people who will sabotage you, cut off their nose to spite their face, even though you was putting them on or about to put them on.
Some people to
put them on.
Some people you help out. Sometimes you enabling certain, you know, certain type of ways and stuff like that. You start, quote unquote, feeding them, and it's like you're not doing anything but teaching them to ask you.
Certain people, you feed them, they never get full.
Exactly, because
they never go looking for their own food. You try to teach them how to fish, and then they apparently they're not receiving the lessons well.
What I like to do, when you want to come up, bro, you just look around. Just look who trying to do something. Look who putting in the work, and who the ones that's just around here crying online saying I'm so slept on and ain't putting up a $50 worth of nothing, and got all the talk in the world, you know. When whether it be their phone or whatever, when the record button hits, they become
Plus, that situation made me think of something else. Like, you ever have hear about a situation where somebody in a circle becomes like so popular, they become big, like like way beyond that circle, right? And then like people in the neighborhood who's around them constantly talk about them. Speak highly on them, and then the ones who ain't as high up or popular, some of them ain't gonna hate. They just gonna like focus on improving themselves and try to, you know, get it put on with the dude or whatever, right? And try to build with them, and then so they can help themselves. And then there are those who will get tired of hearing that same nigga's name just ringing over and over again.
Oh, you talking about like what Boosie said? Surrounded by hatred, hypnotized by hatred.
Because I'm tired of all these people I know talking about this nigga. They not talking about me.
Hey man, you didn't put in that. You feel what I'm saying? You gotta think, man.
Some people get tired of hearing about you.
People see the end result, but they don't see that them years of just. You feel what I'm saying?
Some people get tired of seeing the same person win over and over again, even though they used to
that's
lose.
when they unfollow you. That's when they block you. That's when they
they're like, this nigga got too big.
He dropping something else, or he doing something
there
else.
There are people who will try to call you a sellout just because you got too big in their mind, like you got too popular, even though you didn't really change your character.
You got too big. Now,
you just changed your financial situation and your status.
Man, I got tired of wondering what my next meal would be. Goddamn.
Why this nigga don't come around no more?
Why didn't you get tired of that? Why do
this nigga?
You ain't tired of your mama house getting shot up?
He don't be on the block no more. He don't be on the block no more with us.
To do what, boy? To do what?
He used to get this work off and da.
Boy,
he ain't no real nigga. He ain't.
Boy, I'm finna sign these motherfucking contracts, boy. I'm finna get the type of shit I want to get into. Man, come on, man. This the type of shit that just open the doors to eventually get your opportunities for other shit.
But that's just a thing in
the way I'm masterminding this shit, bro.
That's a crabs in a what was it? Crabs in a barrel mentality.
Crabs in a bucket.
With niggas.
You feel what I'm saying? And unfortunately, man, shit down here, it has that type of effect because it's like
it's a scarcity mindset. Like only a few niggas can ever make it because that's what people are used to, right?
I want to be
only a few.
I want to be the person that say I fed you or type shit. Like you wouldn't have done it without me.
Like niggas have it in their mind that there's like just a
like I'll feed you, but just know
number of spots.
Like nah,
like there's just this limited number of spots for black people to really be shit on a major level. That's what people are used to seeing. So if you get one of them spots, people gonna act like you took their spot, like it was reserved for them.
Ain't no motherfucking spot, man.
Ain't no reservations.
It's opportunity.
It ain't no fucking restaurant. Ain't no reservations.
Hard work and opportunity.
You get in if you can fit in.
Shit, hard work and opportunity. G. The opportunities come when the hard work is there, bro. That's what it is, and you take advantage of those opportunities, and you keep working hard. You don't just, you had this one opportunity. Okay, now I'm finna rest. Like, ain't no rest, man. This like we were saying about the work and all shit, man. That shit is a lifestyle. Investing in yourself is a motherfucking lifestyle. They gotta be in your mind. They gotta be, matter of fact, speaking of investing in yourself, give us some game, man. What for those out there, what would you say the importance of investing in yourself, man? What would you say the importance of that would be, man?
The importance of investing in yourself.
Yeah, it don't matter what you do or whatever it is, but just investing in yourself.
Oh yeah, because everything starts with you. So.
Okay, I've heard that quote a whole lot.
And you can't just you gotta start making moves and try to set something in motion and show some effort.
You gotta have a gameplay.
When God sees you, putting in effort,
you gotta work some type of way.
You
may not work exactly how you originally thought, but it'll work out some type of way.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? You know.
Some people don't even want to get some momentum on their own going. They expect the whole thing to come to them.
Or they're too easily discouraged. It don't work out in that time frame, so they give up.
Ain't nothing out here. It's like, how you know that? You ain't even tried
I didn't
hard
have
enough.
$1 million, but before I was 25, I'm gonna give up. Like, you're doing this for a specific number, or you doing this because this is what you want to do and you want to be great at it? You feel what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. That's a crazy thing, especially considering, right?
Yeah.
People be forgetting, like, if we're talking money and the wealthiest, or what's considered to be wealthiest country on the planet, all right, this one, right?
Man, my definition of
So
wealth,
even being
my
a 1%,
definition of wealth is not based on money, bro.
There's more to it than money.
I think of it as, like how you say health is what I think it's your overall life, how your overall life is going. If you've evolved and you done step whatever up and you start,
but people mainly got the money. That's just like a lower level.
You can't take
of
it
wealth.
with you. It's all really all about the life.
It's a lower level of wealth. There's more to wealth than that, than just some cash,
a dollar amount, or what you could log into bank accounts and see.
But even if we're talking money, the idea is to not be too discouraged by that, because look, like even in this country, to even have people be like, "Oh, I gotta be a millionaire in my 20s," and it's just like most people never become one, no matter how long they live.
Yeah, that's a very small percentage.
Really, to be in a 1%, you gotta be making at least $400,000 a year. I think that's after taxes or some shit like that. But
how many people are doing that, bro? Come on, man. Everybody, the people that you see walking around every day is not doing that, bro. I mean, you feel what I'm saying?
Right. So let's say somebody was just like had some weird expectations, like they supposed to just out the blue. Even though some people do
one day and motherfucker, you get your guy to call you and got a fucking 8-year deal for you, and
you
$5 million on the like,
and you getting like about 10 million a year or some shit like that. It's like, come on now,
man, you getting 7 streams on Spotify a month, bro. It's time to.
If only 1% of people making the 400K on up, right, a year, 10 million, Like, come on now. Like, it's just so few people.
Man, I look at it like this, man. You gotta have your avenues just open, your mind open to different things. Cause like, man, like for example, with me, bro, doing music all that time and stuff like that, it doesn't mean just cause you see me doing this is I'm letting that go. But I can honestly say, me doing this, I get way more, whatever, but more than any music I ever.
One helps the other.
Exactly, because at the end of the day,
promotion.
At the end of the day, you could drop whatever. Man, these people want to know who the fuck you are anyway.
That's sure people want to know that before they decide. Okay, that's why I should listen to this person.
They what I noticed, man, they really more intrigued with your personality. Do you have a personality?
Right, because so many people rap nowadays. So many.
Don't nobody. It's cool, bro. These days, you walk up to somebody, motherfucker, and say, "Oh, I rap." Don't nobody give
the nigga behind the counter at McDonald's.
Everyone
raps. He got a mixtape,
bro.
Did any of y'all listen to that mixtape? No.
But if they love your personality, bro, or love what you do, and they find out that, hey, this not all I do, and hey, they might support you more because they're like, hey, bro, I love what he do because he made me buy into it. Sometimes you can make people buy into that shit just off of you. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I noticed. So like, I be trying to get people to fuck with me on this type of shit. I'm like, man, dog, you gonna get more seen fucking with this than dropping this random ass price. Like, I look at it like, bro, man, I know people that have been rapping since motherfucking
high school.
Fuck high school, elementary school, G. Just been rapping from elementary to
There's
middle
people I
school,
went to
bro,
school with who
just
be
been
dropping
rapping this whole
mixtapes.
time. Even before that, just rapping on the bus and beating on the table, just been rapping the whole time. And that's all they're stuck on. It's like after all this rapping, the only thing you've learned from rapping is to do more rapping.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like, you haven't picked up on any other skill?
Yeah, there's other things that's supposed to go with it.
Exactly.
Your social
the
media.
people that made it the biggest ways, they didn't do it just by
like what's your image? Like what's the image that goes with it? What's your social media presence looking like? Like like do you vlog?
What is your purpose? Go back to what we were saying. What's your personality like, bro? What was your upbringing like? What is your? Where are you from?
Right, and people want to know
who are you?
What are your ties in your hood?
You rap good. That's cool. But all I see down my feed is you rapping. I don't know nothing about you. I don't even know.
What are your ties in the community, in the hood, like in your neighborhood, in your city? Like, what are your ties to people out there?
Fuck what your ties is. What neighborhood are you from?
Right, what neighborhood and what were you into? Basically,
damn, what schools did you go to? What corner stores did you buy your Skittles from growing up? It's shit like that, bro. And people are intrigued with that, especially in this era right now. You feel what I'm saying? You go on YouTube, bro, people uploading these 2, 3, 4 hour interviews, man, and people are watching that shit, man. People are watching that shit.
All right, better more than how you rap is like people want to know which is tied to the music.
Still relevant. He torn up. He's still performing "Wipe Me Down" and all that shit. It ain't his new music that keeping him relevant. It's all these interviews. It's his personality.
Yeah, it's all the stuff from the 2000s
and all that shit. They take every interview he do, all these quotes, and you see him just chopped up everywhere on all these platforms.
Right, plus he's got like, you know how a professor can have tenure to where he can't be fired.
Like a Greg Popovich, he the Greg Popovich, motherfucker. The coach of Spurs, he ain't
going nowhere.
Nah, he gonna go when he done.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
Like that. There's a legacy there. He ain't going nowhere.
It's all content and entertainment, and you can't say Boosie doesn't make content.
I love his interviews.
There you go. I'm telling you, sometimes you watch them things, and you just get caught up in just watching them. I found myself caught up in watching them. So that's what just gave me the idea of it. You feel what I'm saying? I'ma still be dropping that music because, you know, I'm good at this shit. So, you know, but this is like a breath of fresh air.
Right. You gotta be able to do other things also, and those things will draw attention to that.
Yeah, man, I wanna get into the clothing and just all type of stuff, man, bro. I just wanna,
because people gotta know your history to get into the rap.
They want to know something. You feel what I'm saying? They want to know something. They know something about Boosie. They know about all these people. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like, man, another thing I noticed, a lot of people, because I've done a lot of people first interview, bro. A lot of people, what they post on their page is their strengths, but you put them actually ask them some things or have them hold a conversation, or man, it's a whole different thing, bro. These dudes, like, you feel what I'm saying? It's like a person. It's one thing. I have my own phone, and whatever I do, I'm doing this from my own space on my own time and have my own following and stuff like that. But when you get on other people's shit and you participate in shit like that, and you feel what I'm saying, it's not the same. And I noticed that. You feel what I'm saying? That's a skill level in itself. You feel what I'm saying? So,
it is, because nowadays there's so many other things you gotta be able to do. Well, the way the technology is, the way the world, the people interact with celebrities.
That one trip on this shit, man. In this world, man,
I'm supposed to be on because I rap well. It's like,
no one gives it.
But do you know how to monetize that? Like, do you know how to promote well?
Do you know how to?
Can you market yourself?
Attention. Do you? Fuck that. Do you even know how to speak well enough outside of a goddamn beat?
Yeah.
Can you hold a conversation outside of a certain context of a damn song? You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because a lot of these engineers,
they be a lot of them niggas in the interviews be like, some of them niggas be like just mumbling and not really saying
they
shit.
don't know how to hold a actual in-depth conversation
because they be on that lean.
Or when you ask them an actual question that's actually requiring some in-depth answer, they don't know what to do. You feel what I'm saying? Or they come with this old hood version of the shit.
Right, so, like you ask them a question like, well, what are your views on the Ukrainian-Russian conflict? Would you like to provide us with some insight? I don't know about that, but I know I got the AK. You know that's Russian. You know.
Yeah, I got the Russian. I smoked. And then I smoked them Russian creams. That's all.
Yeah. I know the Russian creams and the AKs.
Shout out to Russia. I fought with the Russian creams.
Yeah,
I say some weird shit.
Ukrainian,
like
I did for Ukrainian bitch one time on tour, and you know what I'm saying, all this type of shit.
So, man, I want to get your opinion on. Have you noticed just like everyone is labeling everyone a snitch? Everything
people overuse the word, and most of the people who be using that word online are not about their life, have never been about their life. And it's not that they don't have the right to use the word. It's just if you're gonna use the word properly, or just shut the fuck up with that word.
It's such a great area though.
That's not a word to just like
it got to the point. It got to the point you can't tell on a dead body. Motherfucker, I done heard a motherfucker cop out to some shit and say it was me, and they said you snitched because you snitched on yourself.
He had no co-defendant. How was his snitching? There's no fucking co-defendant. He didn't implicate nobody. How is that?
I think at this point it's just
niggas be coming up with weird rules nowadays.
They say it's basically they want you to just, if you get a charge, just sit there and whatever happens, just happens.
So they can say free so and so, but they ain't gonna send you no money.
They're not gonna say free.
They not gonna visit you. Niggas gonna fuck that dude, woman. All type of shit.
They ain't gonna make sure your mama good. They ain't gonna do.
They ain't gonna make sure your kids good.
They not gonna motherfucking nothing, boy. They can see your car getting reported. They can see the lights get cut off. They ain't gonna offer up $1. Feel what I'm saying?
Right. They just want to be able to have a cloud off saying, "Oh, free such and such."
Man, fuck such and such. You feel what I'm saying?
But yeah, here's the thing about that. Like these rules is like there's a lesson in this, which is that people shouldn't even want to be involved in that life, because even though people coming up with all types of new like dumbass rules, right?
Mm-hmm.
The underneath all that, this stuff was it was fucked up to begin with. All these rules, the lifestyle of people who had to follow by these particular set of rules, whatever code that these niggas supposedly follow, these street niggas or whatever. Yeah. This shit wasn't like positive in the first place. It wasn't good in the first place. It's just that now it's just extra dumb. But this shit was never good in the first place. That's the lesson. So people shouldn't even want to like have their hands in that. So all these people on social media need to just kind of leave that shit alone a little bit.
My thing is, when did we start?
Why we calling people snitches all the time?
Rapper as being the gatekeeper and the
gatekeeper of realness.
Yeah, just like let the rapper be the rapper, bro. I don't give a damn if what fake and all that shit, bro. Just rap your shit, bro. Because at the end of the day, I just be like, what?
And plus, here's a question: like, do like all these rules that like these supposedly street niggas come up with, right?
Yeah.
How many of these niggas really follow this shit consistently, right?
I look at it, these motherfuckers.
And the ones who follow this shit, all of this stuff consistently, where do most of them end up? How do most of them?
Everybody tell. All of them tell. 98% of motherfuckers gonna tell.
Are you talking about in no federal?
Just regardless, motherfucker gonna tell, bro. I don't give a shit. Motherfucker gonna tell. Especially if you feel like, bro, come on, bro. Motherfuckers be talking that shit, but they don't really want to do that time, bro.
I mean, there's people who haven't told who really did their time, or they didn't tell and they just beat the case.
You get a motherfucking thing from that shit. You naive like a motherfucker. That's motherfuckers that
right. It is naive if niggas think they about to get points when they get out.
And they draws and do push-ups all day and argue over the phone with somebody on the outside world. That's weird.
Right, plus like the ones that when they get out, like who really gonna hold them down, make sure they good?
Bro,
Well, what do you get? Like, what do you?
you get not a motherfucking thing.
Here's the real nigga medal. Pin it on nigga chest. Good for you. We ain't gonna give you shit.
Boy,
like,
you ain't even
for real.
You ain't even finna get that, boy. You just finna get motherfucker gonna try to go with the move on your woman. Feel what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gonna break in your crib. Motherfucker ain't gonna do nothing.
One of the things I was told as a kid is like certain people started like that I was around growing up started to get more and more into like criminal or at least criminal like or like the early stages of criminal behavior.
Yeah.
Right. One of the things that people been telling like the kids this, which is don't follow the crowd. Don't be a fucking crash dummy.
Crash. Hey, that's my favorite.
And then one of the things, that I've heard from like an older brother, right, is much older dude that I've worked with, that how do I put this? Basically, don't let niggas gas you up to do shit that they wouldn't do, that they too scared to do. Cause they hoping that you dumb enough to do something that they too pussy to do.
Yeah.
They hype it up. You do it, but who is gonna help you clean it up? Whatever it is that you did.
On the motherfucking
once it's done, once you just cross that line and you step over into something heavy. Like once you step over into like some serious criminal shit, like or would you rather just like get away from the wrong people, get around like better people, and try to keep your hands clean? It's possible, as clean as you can.
I say either stick in the right circle, man, know who for you. You feel what I'm saying? Or man, stick to yourself, man. You feel what I'm saying? Because when you're in these cases, bro, a lot of times, bro, it's better when you got all these co-defendants and shit like that, man. So, man, it
seems like that would be worse, because then it's up to all it takes is one person out the group to tell. Like, if it's like 4 or 5 niggas and then one of them, all they need is to get one to fold. They all know all the shit about each other.
Shit, they all fold.
They all in on the shit. So if,
especially once they start feeling like.
So if they if like 4 of the niggas is like, nah, we taking this to trial, and they all on the same page with each other. Yeah. But then there's the one who's on, I don't know, he just gets weak or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know, or like heavy self-preservation just kicks in.
And
then loyalty maybe just goes out the window. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I'm not judging.
Ain't no real loyalty to that shit, bro.
Well, I'm not judging heavy because the only reason I don't judge stuff like the heavy is because I'm not even
none of shit because
I'm not in it. I'm not in it.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I ain't doing that shit.
Right. So that's why if I hear about somebody being a snitch and I find out that person snitch,
I don't give a fuck.
Right. If I find out that somebody I don't really care.
That's what the fuck I give a fuck about. Every time Gates went to jail, I was like, damn, ain't no more new music like we're talking about. Or anytime Bush went to jail, I'm like, oh, young boy, I be wanting to play the music. You feel what I'm saying? Like, damn, nigga, they caught another charge, man.
No, I be wanting niggas to stay out the way and not even be in a position to where somebody could even tell them.
Enjoy your riches, man.
I don't even want nobody to be in a
all
position.
This other dumb bullshit, like, bro, like, come on, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro.
But some people,
I just seen a video online. Charleston White. He do his whole.
I love his videos, even though he does say some fuck shit at times.
See,
he be saying some fuck shit.
He has his whole persona, like, bro, if you run up on me, and a lot of people
hit you with that mace,
or whatever, he has something for you.
That pepper spray for the bears, for the grizzly bears or whatever.
This motherfucker this time, he on stage doing his little comedy thing. I guess a motherfucker ain't fucking with.
Somebody ran up, he sprayed their ass down.
Nah. I guess they wasn't fucking with what he was saying, and I guess heckling him and shit like that. So he was like, man, hey, look, when shit, You paid to come see me. I got the Wildcat, man. I got the back end. I got the back end already, man. You paid to see me and shit like that. So
That's real talk.
yeah, real talk. But he not this because I don't know where the security was, but he wasn't de-escalating the situation. Him and the guy started exchanging words. And this dude picked up a goddamn a fucking flower pot, and this dude that was in the audience, he had some size to him too. Man, you motherfucking. The dude started to rush the stage. He said he was like, man, bro, you run up on the stage, I'm gonna knock you across your head. Like, he hit him across the head with the flower pot. That didn't phase the nigga. Hit another pot.
You know, he got that metal stick that extends. Man, he got the baton that extends.
None of that with him. He ain't had none of that with him. And this a millionaire nigga, bro. Two niggas in basketball jerseys rush y'all. Your partner Dewberry that you be having with you. That nigga start looking like a offensive lineman that missed a tackle. That nigga didn't know how to. Man, these niggas get on top of you, start wailing on you. No one was able to stop them from jumping on the stage, bro. These dudes are millionaire dudes and able to get touched, and especially when they put a certain persona and image out there.
Oh yeah, somebody's gonna approach you about that. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and somebody's waiting to get at you, and it's gonna best believe gonna get caught on camera some type of way. Because when people get into altercations, motherfuckers pull out cameras. They don't de-escalate the shit. They pull out cameras. So I feel like if I was that anywhere near that, bro, I gotta have something set up a little better to where. For one, I'm de-escalating the situation. I don't know. I don't want you to come up on the stage to try to
Mace ass immediately.
Yeah, see? That's another thing. Boy, you
burn this shit up.
I would have had something. It had to be something. There's no way. And this dude's smaller than me. You talking about he like 5'7", 130 some pounds, right? You small. You got grown men jumping on top of you, man. You a millionaire nigga, man. Ain't no way. You feel what I'm saying? I have some shit in place. Like, for instance, like the next thing I want to get
have better security.
Yeah. I want to get your opinion on. I know you seen a viral video of 6ix9ine getting jumped in the bathroom. You feel what I'm saying?
I saw
he came out in the beginning with the fuck everybody.
That jump would have had him unfazed. It just they didn't really beat his ass enough, like for real.
If you were 6ix9ine, how would you be moving?
I wouldn't be 6ix9ine. That's the answer right there.
Nah.
We wouldn't even get to that point.
If you were 6ix9ine,
you gotta fuck up too much to even get to that point.
How do you
and be too much of a
how do you
chaser.
think 6ix9ine should have moved instead?
Okay.
Or do you think he moved the right way? What's your opinion on that?
As far as how he moved, he put himself in a situation because he fucked up too much in the beginning. That's really what it was. Just he was not. How do I put it? He should have known the risk of claiming to be some shit that he wasn't.
Okay. That could be a reason. What I feel like, dog,
and then you bring yourself around, this team of niggas who are really about that. Had them all in the videos and shit. They supposed to be your protection or whatever. You're already positioning yourself to get extorted. For one,
of course. But shit,
because they already know this dude is a sucker. Like,
but I think a person like that knew he was gonna get extorted. He didn't mind being extorted while everything was good. Everybody could kind of clean up his fuck shit. He could say fuck everybody and have, well, nobody. If that situation wouldn't happen in the beginning, where he had to tell on those individuals, and he was still gang and red flagged up. Yeah, no one would have been just able.
But really, they can't even complain about that or say shit.
They co-signed that weak ass shit.
Well, really,
When that shit go bad, look who you co-signed?
You co-signed somebody who was never
working
that.
as a sandwich maker before all this shit, man. Like
they co-signed somebody who they
damn the
knew
tattoos, bro.
didn't stand for anything. I'm not even talking about just a street thing. I'm talking about even just in general.
Like we was
he didn't stand for anything.
like,
street, woke, etc. He didn't really stand for anything that would involve any type of code of conduct, any type of principles.
A lot of people don't have, even outside, but that
like he wasn't really anything.
A lot of people don't have certain codes. Period. In just normal human life, so a lot of people don't stand for certain shit. And don't have a type of code of ethics and shit like that, bro, which is a sad part.
He didn't stand for getting money and being out the way. Anything that would, like, what did he really stand for other than
you got to think
provoking people?
That fame,
provoking people.
That motherfucking fame, which, as you can see, man, that motherfucking fame a drug, man.
Yeah, I was just about to say that is a drug.
These motherfuckers sometimes get in front of this damn spotlight. Like I said, bro, that motherfucking camera hit record.
Guess what?
Because everything is recorded now.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? You want people to see this shit. So I'm like, man, that fame.
I mean, but what happens with the drug? You might overdose on some shit.
Yeah, but and he
maybe your shit is laced, man. I guess his shit was just laced.
Fame, Jay.
He should have saw that coming.
He overdosed on that fame. You feel what I'm saying? Now you got to do shit, torn overseas, shit like that. Which is overseas is a bigger bag anyway. And then they say he blew up overseas before.
Plus, he's switching up with his music. He's trying to appeal to the Latinos more or some shit like that.
He's still getting in bullshit, man.
He changed his tried to change his fan base up or some shit like that. Appeal to a different fan base.
I don't think he tried to switch his fan base up, but he trying to tap into more of that his natural heritage. And
right, the Latino fan base.
Because bro, all that gang shit was just all come on, bro.
But that's the funny thing about that is like they got their own gangs. Isn't that dude like half Mexican, like half Puerto Rican or some shit like that?
Yeah, but see, he got
like the Mexicans, they got the gangs. The Puerto Ricans got their own gangs.
He like you said, half and half, and he had a viral video where he was dissing. One side I think he was dissing the Mexican side.
There's some essays out in LA type situation, and they was saying there was a video where they was like, hey, this dude is a whole chomo out here, a chomolister, and we don't fuck with those.
Yeah.
Out here we don't play that, so don't come out here because we will get up with you. And so Tekashi took that as a challenge. And
yeah, but you can't be saying stuff.
You can only get away with shit like that so many times. Even if you do, it's gonna catch up to you. Somebody gonna get you. Cause
somebody gonna get your ass, and they got you.
Cause if you moving in a way people just across different walks of life just know not to approve of, like, oh damn, this dude just has no integrity, no type of.
And
sense.
then with the fact when you
a fool out there,
you basically egging people on, G. Too, feel what I'm saying?
But he called it the Test My Gangster tour, didn't he?
Oh no, that's some wild shit.
He was going to different places. I'm gonna pull up in your hood and show up at 4 in the morning. Niggas ain't up at that time. Showed up in Chicago. Like,
oh yeah, that shit.
That shit was funny.
Yeah, that's all it's for. It's for the entertainment.
I mean, it's funny, but it's really not funny because
it's sad.
Because there's kids, like there's some goofy ass kids who will really think that that's something to do to get attention in this day and age.
Man, you gotta think. People have to do
it's the egg people.
You gotta think.
In
this day and age, it's not about, like we were saying, it's not about the talent, it's not being the best. It's about can you
get a reaction out of people?
Yeah, can we market you? Can you generate eyes and looks and this and that?
Attention is a currency now.
Yeah. And if you can,
you just translate that currency over into US dollars. That's really it.
Exactly. And some people take that approach and not have any morals with it or anything and shit like that. So, you know, and like I said, it's a drug. It's addictive. You know, some people rather more followers than dollars, as they say, man.
Yeah, they lose sight of what the mission should have been or was supposed to be, which is
they get lost on
you get the money, you know, you make some moves and you try to stay out the way. Like, don't do a whole bunch of extra shit. If you're gonna put yourself, I mean, don't put yourself in danger if there's no real higher sense of purpose with it. If you're not standing on something and putting yourself in danger because you standing on something,
yeah,
then you put yourself in danger just to be standing on nothing. Then what are you doing? That don't make no sense.
Yeah,
that's not a revolutionary or martyr. That's just a dumbass.
Then you gotta stay safe out here, bro. Because as an entertainer as well, you gotta post your shows. You feel what I'm saying? So people can pull up and all that shit, man. Your whereabouts.
People be
that's why they move so deep and stuff like that, because they gonna post are known,
right? It's largely because they gonna be posting about, like, even when they not doing shows.
You gotta make your money doing something with the people,
right? But even outside of them making money doing the shows, just their regular day-to-day life, living it up, right? They'll post that places where they post it up, like fancy restaurants. Let's say they live in, I don't know, let's say they came out of, let's say this city or one of the cities down here, right? And then but they gotta mention LA. They occasionally come back to here. They post when they back here.
Okay.
And then they post their shit, places they be posted up in LA. You know, they be places they not really supposed to be. They trying to post them a picture with them and like some gang members from where they move or whatever the fuck they doing.
Yeah.
Oh, I went to this fancy restaurant over here. Oh, I went to Nobu on such and such street at this block. I was at this club Live or whatever the fuck. And it's showing a date and the time.
Exactly.
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You want somebody to run up. Like, you better. And you don't have to post every time.
These iPhones drop the location. And
yeah, to get off that fucking Instagram for somebody catch you slipping.
Shit. Man, these motherfuckers be slipping. But
keep people guessing sometimes about where you're at. Make people wonder.
My advice is don't try to take on the whole world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because at some point in time, like we were just saying about the Charleston White situation, you can't be touched. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he already knew that. He already said he was prepared to die behind it. So I'm just like, okay, cool. I respect it.
I'm like, man,
I respect it because he's not naive.
I'm not egging it on. I'm not daring it to come to me. Oh, that's one thing about
he's trying to get a point across. I get,
but it's one thing about being prepared for it. It's another thing about like literally egging it on to you. And you feel what I'm saying? I feel like
he's just gonna use the feds on niggas. That's really what he go. That's his game.
But sometimes
that shit's hilarious.
Sometimes shit has to happen as well. Feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, man. My opinion, I feel like I'd rather not have certain shit come my way. I don't want to have to look over my shoulder.
Right, like he got like actual like official street niggas, like from actual gangs or certain cliques, like 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 gang members and all this type of stuff. Like just like, yeah, fuck this old nigga. We gonna get up with this nigga.
Fuck that.
Now, you know what they remind me of? That episode of the Boondocks when they was like, fuck granddad.
I never was a Boondocks fan.
Ah, you missed out. That shit was hilarious.
My brother. I was never a Boondocks
your black fan. Card is about to get. I'm not saying it's gonna be a
South Park fan. I was a somewhat of a Family Guy fan.
But not Boondocks?
Nah, I ain't fuck with Boondocks.
I mean, South Park classic, Family Guy classic, but Boondocks classic.
South Park got on my nerves.
I'm not saying your black card is revoked, but I'm just saying we gonna have to put a little bit like a probationary thing on that thing.
Nah, I couldn't fuck with that.
Watch some of that Boondocks.
Nah, man.
You missing out. It's some of the best. It's up there with the
I
Chappelle
ain't gonna
show.
say
It's in the same vein as a Chappelle show with the
I ain't
satire.
gonna say, and that's another show I ain't really watched.
How? Like, what type of?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Man, I wasn't.
Classic stuff.
I watched.
Niggas was quoting that throughout grade school, dude. It was just the greatest time.
I don't call it grade school. See,
I'm talking about South Park, Family Guy, the Boondocks, the Chappelle show. Niggas was quoting it.
It was funny because my name is Kyle, and you say the same dumbass line, and that's probably another reason why I watch that dumbass shit, bro. It just never intrigued to me, bro. What the quote? What? God damn it, Kyle, or some stupid ass shit like that.
Yeah, that show. Yeah,
I never fuck with that shit.
I fuck with South Park.
Nah, I ain't fuck with that shit. There's a few shows I ain't fuck with. There was a few of them.
Like, what shows did you fuck with? Like, as far as comedy shows.
Oh, comedy. Kenan and Kel.
You ain't that.
Kenan and Kel. I fuck with Kenan and Kel.
I watched some of it like back when I was.
That shit had me
real young.
That shit had me wrong. I fuck with all that. All that. This is.
I remember that. No, I remember that. Nigga, we like a year apart. Don't try to front on me.
Hey, I done did a lot in a year. Yeah. Anyway, shit. You know, I was into the Dragon Ball Z shit. Proud Family, shit like that. I was fucking with that shit.
Proud Family was my shit.
Yeah, I fuck with that shit.
I was partial to that. I mean,
but man, I fuck with the Dexter's Laboratory, Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, fucking Dexter's Laboratory.
Yeah, speaking of shows, like that Adult Swim programming block. When you saw that black screen with that little bit of white text, you knew. You saw like the weird commercial. It'd be like with adults jumping in the pool and the kids can't go in. It'll be like a little snippet, little commercial thing showing something like that. That's when you knew, it's about to be, it's up.
Yeah, I fuck with you talking about like Toonami and shit like that. I fuck with that shit.
It was Toonami some nights, and then some it'd be like Adult Swim.
No, Toonami came on with like right we was getting on from school and shit.
I do remember that, and they would show the Dragon Ball Z and all that.
I fuck with that Samurai Jack.
Check.
Yeah, I fuck with that shit. Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon.
I'm gonna be real. Yu-Gi-Oh, like kids was rocking with that heavy back in element. I remember back in elementary school, niggas was rocking.
You was fucking with it.
I wasn't rocking with it heavy. I did have a couple of the cards. I had the Blue Eyes, White Dragon. You know.
Yeah, man.
I had that shit, but I was never heavy into it.
As I got older, like 12 high school shit, I was more into I started getting more into the reality TV and shit.
You ever watch The Real World? Like the different cities and shit. Like one of them I watched was The Real World New Orleans.
I ain't fuck with that shit. And then I got into like documentaries and shit like that. And so mainly now.
You ever watch I'm trying to think of the channel, I forget which channel, but it was showing like the Gangland show with they documentary shit.
I watched some of that shit, but I'm not, like I said, man, never been a gang affiliated, nothing shit. And, you know, it's just
a docu-series, that's all. It's a docu-series.
Okay. Because after so many, I done seen so much of it, so I'm like, shit, fuck it. I don't really get intrigued by that shit too much more now. I'm more just into the live sports and
I fuck with the live sport. If it's MMA, I mean, I fuck with.
Do you fuck with all that FanDuel and shit? I don't like how they just put the whole gambling shit on everything, and everything got to be gambling. Every commercial is gambling.
Anything that people can't exactly call it. They're not sure if they we can go either way. People want to gamble on it. You know,
You fuck with that shit?
I don't be gambling on.
I don't fuck with this shit.
On matches and games.
Yeah, I don't fuck with this shit.
I'm not trying to fuck with my money like that.
Yeah, I don't fuck with it. I like being pay my bills on time. G. I don't like losing. I don't like losing.
Yeah,
like that.
I don't.
And then with that shit, okay, a motherfucker. Let's say we talking about basketball, and a motherfucker could average 20 points. You feel what I'm saying? But this whole week, motherfucker been hitting 25, 27, 28, this and that. And you place a bet for like, okay, will they go over 27 points or to this game and shit like that? So you take the over because they've been balling lately. Motherfucker fuck around and
lose $100, $200.
Motherfucker fuck around. Let's go 18 points or some fight to 15 points, then fouled out or some weak ass.
Niggas will be hating that player. Niggas be so mad at that player. Want to break the screen and shit.
Man.
Because they got to pay $100 or $200 because them ass hit the bet on something so insignificant.
I know. And see, I dealt with an uncle that dealt with he struggled with gambling
addiction.
Yeah, and I seen what that shit could do to you personally.
I got an uncle who used to be on that type gooey shit.
Yeah, and when you see a person lose shit, like really lose shit, and like it put a strain on your relationship and everything, bro.
In the casino, niggas keep going back to the ATM. They came in with a plan.
And then you
came with a plan. I'm only taking out.
I can't.
Right, they would have been able to pay all them people and pay all the shit they had to pay had they either not gamble or just stuck to their rule. They keep breaking their fucking rule.
And then
I'm gonna go in with $300, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take out 300. And if I win, good. If I lose, that's fine.
It start off like that, but once they
lose all, if they lose all that, let's say
that moment they win at one time,
they gonna go again. Right. Let's say
they hang on to that
300
few times they do win. Few times they do win.
Let's say that shit triples up, right? Like they win, it triples, right?
Yeah.
And then they just feeling themselves a little too much. The alcohol getting in them. Then they willing to bet the whole fucking thing instead of just betting a part of it. That way they can still walk away with profit, even if they lost that on that one. They ain't gonna do that. They gonna bet the whole thing or something goofy like that. They lose all of it. They go to the ATM. They get more out.
How I look at it.
Repeat the process.
How I look at it. I'm not going to a place that y'all built and gambling here and really expecting
designed to lose.
Yeah, and really expect I'm finna come. If I win some shit, congratulations on me, but I'm not finna.
They not gonna let you win past a certain point.
Yeah, and you not finna just every time you come in that bitch just.
That's why they say the house always wins.
Exactly. I'm not doing the takeoff shit. I'm not takeoff, but I'm not doing the Migo shit. I don't roll dice. I don't. Nigga, man, I don't even like spades because how like.
Do people not realize for you to win big, even have a chance? There's countless people who gotta lose big. What makes you think you're not gonna be one of them?
Exactly. I feel like
that's where the money coming from.
Yeah, I personally, I just don't like to look. I've been work my ass off for this money to put it on a table or roll some. I just
people will bet their checks. People really bet their checks.
Yeah, man, they'll put their card on something, whatever, the pink slip or whatever up.
Hitting that casino, be at the slots.
They put up
shit.
Take out mortgages for their homes and shit. That's how motherfuckers be losing their homes.
Yeah, I heard about it. Some people doing it online gambling.
Motherfuckers open bank accounts in their children's names to try to. It gets bad. It really gets bad, and it's all you hold on to that.
Honey, we gotta take out the mortgage.
Another one. Motherfuckers be taking out multiple ones, man.
I have a good feeling. This Hennessy got me.
Boy.
We got this one because I got my fingers crossed,
man. I seen that shit personally, man. And I'm like,
honey, cross your fingers. All right, now spin around 3 times. Okay, now spin around the other way 3 times.
My uncle went
we got this.
My uncle went from
roll them dice.
My uncle went from driving in the car to riding on the bike. The relationship with his wife wasn't the same. It just was like it's just not the same, man. It's just like that's another addiction, man. And it's like
yeah, that's gotta be like extremely just
when you see that, I'm like, I don't have it all. I sure don't want to lose what little I do have.
Right.
And
that's
struggle
crazy.
trying to.
Especially if this is somebody who's like married, especially married with kids.
Yeah.
Oh fuck no, that's because how you gonna explain to them?
Yeah, I
like when shit started getting funny. Bill collectors keep calling up.
Or that's another thing.
Some shit getting repossessed.
Nigga, I don't even like going to the pawn shop, G. I know people. I
fuck with the pawn shop.
I know people that get caught up in that cycle. Oh, I'm like, bro, every time you get this out, you putting it right back in. And I'm like, man, I be trying to break that type of cycle as well. Well, not trying to. I don't do that shit.
They got some great stuff at the pawn shop.
Oh, if you shop there, or you really just got some shit, you just trying to get off or some shit. But
the
pawn shop will low ball the shit out you.
They really will.
Yeah, I don't fuck. That's another reason why I don't fuck with it. I just don't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying?
They'll pay you a third of what that shit was.
Here's how I look at it. Here's how I look at it. I'd rather pay all my shit, right? Pay all my shit up. I want to get your opinion on Jackie O. DC Young Fly's wife passed away from having plastic surgery. What's your opinion on females these days feeling like they need to adjust the way they look for, society or image? Not saying that was her thing, but that's the type of thing that goes on. Via social media, they just feel like, hey, I'll be more happier with this body. So what's your opinion on females feeling like that,
man? That sound like needing therapy, respectfully.
Okay. Why you say that?
I mean, putting your health at risk.
Okay.
Just to have like a fake look is not really to impress. Like to impress who though? Like,
yeah. So you
people who don't fuck with you for the real you.
You would say you're more like team natural or more team natural?
Yeah, but I mean, women can do whatever they. I don't really care. But like,
have you ever seen natural, like actual videos or those type of procedures and stuff like that?
It's probably mad invasive.
Dog, they get chopping and sawing it. Man, when I say
that sound like some Frankenstein type
shit. when they done, bro, they look beat up, bro. It's because they had to go through a whole healing process. It's not like a snap of the finger and voila, you're all beautiful and all this stuff, man. People snap ribs to make waistline smaller.
That's some disturbing shit.
Yeah, please don't snap my ribs and remove my ribs.
Take by Adam and Eve. You trying to remove ribs?
It's crazy. I feel like me personally, I'd rather know and get to know and fall in love with your flaws. To be honest, I barely like a female with a whole lot of makeup anyway, bro.
Yeah, I mean that stuff is not like the end all be all.
You feel what I'm saying?
People be on social media too much. They really need to go outside.
Social media has really
go outside and touch grass.
Yeah, social media.
Chill out. It's not that serious.
So social media really, in a lot of ways, just taking over, man.
Most of them people on there that y'all be like trying to idolize is fake anyway.
Or trying to imitate, or they just feel like, hey, I'll be happier looking like this. You feel what I'm saying?
They really just try to be their own person.
Fall in love with you, man. You know what I'm saying? The more you love yourself, the better, man.
They want other people to love them, but they don't love them.
People will appreciate you the more you love yourself. Like, it's kind of contagious to me.
But I don't
nobody want to be around someone that doesn't have confidence in itself or always putting itself down. You feel what I'm saying?
But I can't really say. I can't say that what she did was wrong. Actually, said
no, she probably just had a normal procedure. Just
because it's not like I know who was the one behind, like who was handling the procedure.
Yeah.
Like there's too many unanswered questions on that though.
Yeah, so. True. It's just,
and I don't want to be tempted to get off into conspiracy theory.
Oh, you think?
Because I'll make some shit up.
Oh, wait.
On
do you think there's a conspiracy theory, or you would have just grabbed something off the air?
I don't want to get off into the sacrifice.
I was just gonna say, man, please don't tell me this lady.
Because I don't want to
say this lady.
No, I'm not. Let me make this clear. I will not.
She was a sacrifice.
I'm not gonna say that because I'm not gonna disrespect that man or wife like that. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I mean, I've heard of that, but there's no reason to believe that this is one of those.
You heard it was a sacrifice, or you heard of?
Because sometimes people, a celebrity, somebody close to them, can just die from other stuff. It ain't gotta be that every time. So some people be getting caught up in that. It ain't always gotta be that. But I do believe that for sure people be getting sacrificed here for sure. I don't believe theirs was that.
Who be getting sacrificed, boy?
I mean, not them, but
Who is the weirdest? No.
Look. Okay, we not gonna get all if we get off into that.
Bert, you know what the word sacrifice means?
If we get off into that,
what human is being sacrificed?
I might not. The Illuminati might get me and.
Holy shit! So you thinking this some Illuminati could be some Illuminati shit, and she was sacrificed?
I don't believe that she was. I never said. I said the opposite. Okay. I said the opposite. Don't try to twist my shit.
Hey, bro. You
trying to make me seem like a fucking hater. Trying to make me look like a hater.
You said the words Illuminati. You said the word sacrifice. I
said I don't want to get caught up and be tempted to get caught up in conspiracy theory because
you'll make some shit up.
Because I'll consider out loud. I won't say it must be that, but I'll consider out loud that and I don't want to put no bad type of message out there like that. It's not always human sacrifice, you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. I'm trying to figure out like that.
Like I don't believe.
So when is it a human sacrifice? In what situations have there been a human sacrifice? You'll say,
like I wouldn't be surprised if who was it? I don't know, maybe Jay-Z or whoever.
Wait, okay, Jay-Z. So you saying Jay-Z is a sacrifice, or he's?
I don't know if I don't know, like maybe I mean, it's a conspiracy theory that Dirk, did a sacrifice.
Oh, who?
Look, we're not getting off into that because we want to be about positivity.
Why are you using those names?
We gonna edit that out.
What?
If he don't edit that out, that means he agree with that. Not that I necessarily agree. The views and opinions expressed.
I'm just asking questions. I'm just the question answer.
But I mean, it's not hard to believe that because of course Illuminati is, I don't care what nobody said, this shit real. That
now we get into it.
Fucking real.
I knew you need to break.
And there's different ways that people move up to get past a certain point. Like, where if you're at a high point and to go any further, then you gotta start to sell off your soul. So that was the same
shit you was talking about with R. Kelly. You talking about some people in higher places and all this shit.
Go to one of them weird parties and do some degenerate shit, like some sick shit as a ritual. Like some stuff that a normal person would not do. It would go against their morals or their boundaries.
Give me an example.
Like something that'll be foul of a sexual nature. Do like some weirdo shit. Right? At one of them parties. On some P. Diddy type shit. Right? Or it might be...
Okay.
Possibly like some gay shit or whatever the hell. But Or if it's like even politicians, not just celebrities, but politicians and shit, they be having them weird ass meetings. And you heard about Epstein, right? Jeffrey Epstein, that island.
Yeah.
And the people who was on that flight list to be at that island, right?
Okay.
Yeah, y'all know what it was on that island. Okay, if that's not a form of child sacrifice, what the fuck would you call that?
Oh my god.
And people snatching up kids, they trafficking kids, abusing kids. And these high up people doing it.
Yeah.
And it's already understood that throughout history, there have been like these tight circles that move very secretly behind the scenes. And there's initiation processes to get into different organizations, right? In different areas. There's different organizations, right?
Okay. I can't say right. I'm just saying okay. You put me on game.
Just like how a college has a fraternity, right? And they got hazing.
Yeah.
Do all types of outrageous shit. You got to go through all types of shit just to get in. Like there's with the hazing process, right?
What is hazing?
Hazing is subjecting yourself to do or to degrading activity, participate in some degrading, some fuck
Give me
shit.
the example of hazing that someone would do in that situation.
You never heard of hazing where people do like fuck an animal or like some weird shit like that? Yeah, I never heard. Or do like some gay shit.
Oh, wow.
Or some outrageous.
Yeah, that
a person would normally. These are just examples, but something that would go against a person's morals or their boundaries, something that they would otherwise never do.
Sounds outrageous.
Shit that a person would never do. Like you would have to compromise your integrity, type shit.
Yeah.
And there's like a whole bunch of different ways people can compromise their integrity. Right. So imagine like a process of that. Right. That's hazing. Right. That's the initiation process.
Okay.
Well, okay. If you're willing to do all this just to be down with us, then okay, you down with us. Or, the organization, some will be like, oh, you got to catch a body if you're trying to be part of this. You gotta kill somebody.
Okay.
Or you got to do some gay shit or some with an animal or etc. Like something wild that something that would be considered taboo, basically. Something out there wild where people in the group, right, would have dirt on you because you got dirt on them. Because how they gonna let you have dirt on them and they ain't got dirt on you and you trying to be part of the organization? Then you gonna spill the beans. You gonna tell. But you not gonna tell if they got shit on you too.
If we both got dirt on each other, who gonna tell? Oh,
that's the point. That's the point. That's the point. That's that oath of silence. That's the shh. That's the oath of silence that people be doing. So you really think politicians don't also celebrities do it? You really think the politicians don't also do it? They was visiting Epstein Island. Them and the celebrities. They on a fucking list and shit.
The list? What's the list?
The list of people who was on that flight list who flew out to Epstein Island.
Okay.
The island with the kids, the child trafficking situation. So if that ain't a form of child sacrifice, right? A form of sacrifice, child sacrifice, a ritual, what would you call that? There's people who do some sick shit. Yeah, because the truth is stranger than fiction. Understand?
Shit.
Ain't y'all ever watched the fucking Eyes Wide Shut movie with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman? They was hitting at
it. What movie?
It's a movie called Eyes Wide Shut. Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman revealing how once you get to a certain point, you can get invited to certain circles, and then you realize, oh, I gotta do that to be.
How does this invitation come?
To move up the ladder to get in with y'all.
How does this invitation come? How did you get this?
You really think celebrities they invite each other to like the get-togethers and politicians and all these high level circle people?
Okay, so everyone doesn't get this invitation, right? Once you do what you need to do to get that invitation,
but yeah, watch that movie Eyes Wide Shut because the dude who made the film, one of the biggest names in like film industry, right?
He was in the Illuminati.
This was the last film he made, right? before he died. Soon after that film,
Why was he a sacrifice?
he died.
Was he a sacrifice?
He was telling a little too much. That's the point. He was telling a little too much. So they got him up out the way. That's what the fuck it was. Let's be real. Stanley Kubrick.
How did he die?
Stanley Kubrick, nigga.
How did he die?
Allegedly, like heart attack or some shit like that. You know, they could say it's anything. The people who will kill you and be like, "Oh, it was an overdose," but they could have just like, they could have been one that shot you up with some shit or killed you, poisoned you. It was an overdose. They had a drug addiction and da 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 da.
Oh wow.
Yeah, we talking about some dangerous people. We talking about like the mafia, but like on a whole nother level.
Damn.
Like if the mafia worshiped the devil and they was tied in with all the politicians and all the celebrities and business owner and the record execs, part of it, you know, the people who sign the celebrity checks and shit.
Yeah.
To where they can't speak on certain things.
Okay.
They can't have certain opinions publicly on certain issues.
Okay.
Like they try to put a cap on your actual wokeness. Like how certain celebrities will say certain shit that you know that they don't really believe, but they're like required by somebody to say that in the camera to you, right?
Okay.
To seem like they for a certain cause, but it's just part of some like weird, goofy agenda. People who have celebrities pushing all types of shit that they not really about, that they know is probably some bullshit.
Okay.
Because the people above them, and you know, that could be all sorts of things. You could ask somebody, I don't know, pushing like a whole like weird gay agenda, or have somebody support like Israel, but they don't, but they know that goes against what they actually believe in.
Yeah.
But that celebrity will just they know to keep their mouth shut. They ain't trying to get blackballed. Or if they, you know, say too much about the meetings and shit, you know, if they speak too much of certain things, they'll get in trouble. So you really think, because remember, we're talking about organizations like the high up people, right?
Yeah.
Elites and all this type of shit.
Mm-hmm.
World leaders and other public figures. You really think, like, for example, like the Epstein, like the island thing, that exposed a whole bunch of shit, because it's like, oh, damn, like presidents and senators and all this type of shit is on the flight list, and this celebrity, that celebrity. And okay, these people in the high circles, they know each other. People that you probably didn't even think know each other, they know each other.
Yeah.
It's like a small circle of people, right? So you think that engage in all types of corrupt shit. So if to be part of that organization, that group, right, these circles, you reap the benefits of the corruption. But are they just gonna let you get into a corrupt organization, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be an initiation process. They're doing criminal shit. They doing foul shit. You think to make sure the members don't spill the beans, they don't like get dirt on every single person? So all the people on that island, you think motherfuckers ain't, or the people who be at the mansion parties and the people be the same people at Epstein Island? You really think there ain't footage of what them people do? All the worst shit that a person can do, disgusting a person can do, right?
Yeah.
You think they really ain't got like footage of it to blackmail people, to like hold over their head, to make sure they don't speak on certain shit, that they don't like switch up on the organization, or to make sure that they fall in line with the agenda, you know, to make sure they fall in line with the agenda. Basically, keep getting the benefits of the organization, whatever money and all the other benefits, and keep your damn mouth shut. You spill the beans, we gonna have your ass knocked off, or we have you locked up for some shit you ain't do.
Okay.
We'll kill your ass and tell people it was an overdose, you had a drug addiction even though you didn't. We'll make some shit. They'll move some shit around.
Okay.
Right, because we talking about powerful people. Okay, so, well, who does that also include, right? Prosecutors, judges, the feds, all types of shit. Evil people in high places be doing all types of shit. For real though.
Okay.
Like even in the biblical times, there was like the evil people in high places who was engaging in child sacrifice.
Yeah.
It was worshiping the devil. And a lot of stuff from the Bible repeats itself era after era, just taking on different forms. So it's the same shit now. Because if the child trafficking situation that got exposed and all the high people involved wasn't a form of child sacrifice,
Yeah.
what would you to get into them, move up that ladder, right? Because these are people meeting with other people trying to move up the ladder or some sort of power move they're making.
Yeah.
Or they trying to get in with the right people, more and more of the right people. That's gonna come at some type of cost. That cost might be your soul. And how would people sell their soul off? There's different ways people sell their soul off or compromise themselves. I don't believe people doing shit just to be doing it. They doing it because they know certain shit you do, you really legit like got rid, like pawned off your soul.
Yeah.
That's because somebody engaging in that type of stuff, they ain't gonna be the same person afterwards. There's no way that you gonna do all types of foul shit like that, and your soul is still gonna be the same condition after that. So yeah, I believe some people just dirty up their soul in these ways and meet with these powerful people and agree to do things that dirty their soul, compromise the integrity, legit, right?
Yeah.
In order to get on to the next level, right? Because what do organizations often have? Of course, there's a ranking system, right?
Uh-huh.
There's degrees. You think they ain't, doing all types of nasty shit, trying to or agreeing to push certain agendas to the public that they don't believe in, all types of bullshit that's bad for the public, promote bullshit to the kids, or some type of weird shit in order to get they rank up.
Oh wow.
Oh, you did this behind the scenes. You went to the party and did this with the exec from this record label or the CEO at this company, the shareholders, you met with the shareholders of such and such. People with hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars, right? Oh, here's a deal for this. Here's an endorsement deal for that. We gonna hook you up with this type of deal. So you think they don't? These people network. So we talking networking, we talking initiation, talking corruption, people moving in secret.
Yeah. And on that note, we gonna leave it on that.
I'm gonna say this too. Why do you think certain celebrities be pushing, going back to the other topic, Israel, even if they don't really believe that, they be pushing it, trying to promote it to get other people to support it? Who's to say they ain't sell out to, some people, to them people, to the same people who be holding the parties and doing that other stuff.
The parties, boy. I like how you just... More, I've never thought about
the eyes wide shut party people. We can call them that, the Illuminati, whatever.
Eyes wide shut party people.
That movie, just like that. You gotta watch that movie.
See, you've been watching movies I ain't never heard of.
It ain't just the movie. It's just a reference to actual real life stuff. But the movie be trying to put stuff in plain sight. But
okay.
Look into this shit.
All
Just
right.
put the pieces together.
On that note, man, we going roll, man.